Oh, he was picking them up.
Maybe this stream won't get demonetized. Every stream I've done today has been demonetized.
Here, let's right down here and see what's going on.
Trigger warnings.
Hey, Manuel.
Viewer discretion.
They're ridiculous.
Educational purposes.
Imagine not having to do nothing.
There's copywritten music. I'm not listening to it.
All day. The other time I was here, so the last time we were here was like January. I stopped over at Lookout, which is on the way back towards like Madison. And I sat there for a minute because it's like this huge mountain view, right? It's a huge mountain and you can see out across like half the state. So I stopped there to look at the mountain view and this cop pulls up. I'm eating lunch on the tailgate of my truck. I had literally just pulled back into town. And this cop pulls up. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm standing there eating. I'm baking cookies, officer. I'm baking cookies. So he says, oh, you really shouldn't park here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I was eating lunch on my tailgate in a public place looking at the mountain view. And they act like it was a problem. They're just out here trying to start shit always. Always trying to start shit. They don't want people to change. They want to bring them back down into the system and keep them enslaved in the system. They act like they own this shit. To be here. Once again, they locked me up for more crimes that I didn't commit. Finally got the case dismissed 3 months later after fighting. And I have to be here for a court date. It's not by choice. It's because they made a mistake and arrested me for something I didn't do. Again. He's got his window down. I wanted to make sure he heard me. Let's go. It's a damn shame I can't even come out here, take a walk, and work. Work from home, minding my business, not littering, being disrespectful, or causing problems. It's so stressful dealing with this type of shit. They're not all bad, but the ones in Stokes County aren't good at all. They're the one that kept me trapped in this situation for 20 years. I went to them when I was a juvenile begging for them to save me, and they drove me back to a sex trafficker. So I have no sympathy for these bastards. All of them should be in jail.
Ooh. I thought she wasn't coming back today. But the cops pissed her off, you know?
Asshole. I was in a great mood. I'm still in a great mood. I'm gonna drop it. I just gotta breathe my anxiety. I just be like... Oh, I be wanting to rage. I'm literally shaking. I'm so angry right now. I'm just, you know, here's the thing. I'm a strong person. There's a lot of people that are not as strong as me, and they would literally run from that type of behavior and take it personal and spiral into depression, which would spiral into suicidal tendencies. And people are dying out here because of this type of fucking bullying. And it's not even their fault they can't afford rent. It'd be different if I was putting drugs in my arms. It'd be different if I was drunk right now. Drugs. I cleaned my life up 10 years ago and I got clean 5 years ago, and I am trying to like turn over a new fucking leaf. How many years am I gonna have to fight just to be able to survive? It's exhausting. I'm over here trying to work, minding my business, working so that I can pull myself out of this hole. Oh, the content makes itself, I guess. Let's go to a major fucking city and get the fuck out of this town. I can't breathe. I should have took that damn prescription of Xanax. No, I shouldn't. A doctor tried to prescribe me Xanax last year and I refused to take it because I know it's bad and it'll lead down a darker path. I might be angry and stressed all the time, but at least I'm angry, stressed, and sober in a good frame of mind. I wouldn't be none of that on Xanax, honey. I caught my felony charges on Xanax.
You knew she'd
come back? It was the one and only time that I took Xanax, and I overdosed and died on it the same night. They found me in a damn puddle of death. Where's my vape? My heart rate. I wish I knew what my heart rate was. That makes me so angry. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you fuckers, you know? Where's my vape? Now I got one of me. What is he doing? Do you need me to? Oh, he's just sitting there. Let's go.
I'm scared to play the walk-in on foot streams now. That's what got the last stream. Copywritten.
You know, I have a feeling that they're on fucking boat dock duty because they done fucking fucked up in the past. Where's my vape?
Jordan Valley are just gifted 1 memberships.
Oh, thank you, Jordan.
I wonder if I can over in this church
Welcome, mama's baby.
parking lot. Probably not. Like, for real. They both look to be early 30s, maybe late 20s. Why are you on boat duty? Makes me mad. You see how easy it is to go to jail? Sitting there working from home, minding your business at a park.
You would think. You'd think they'd have GPS
I
on the
wasn't
truck.
even there.
She claims there's no GPS on the truck, but I am skeptical.
For 5 minutes.
That's what the word on the street is.
I told y'all they don't allow homeless
North
people
Carolina.
here. I meant it. I'm the only one.
The only homeless white woman afflicted by such adversities in life.
Dude, sir, your buddy has pulled me into a hole the fuck out of me. I got an axe to grind. You can kiss my motherfucking ass. How about that? Y'all stole my child and charged me with false crimes, saying that I beat my daughter when I never even spoke.
Yeah, it was like that exact cop. She's usually in Florida, but right now people are thinking she's in either South or North Carolina.
Fuck you. I got an axe to grind, buddy. And now you out here trying to bully me out of a park because I can't afford rent? Because you probably voted for some Democratic shit? Fuck you. Ugh. And that's exactly why I refuse to get back on food stamps. I had it for a year.
What's going on, Brooke? Fucking, I hate her phone, man. I hate it. Fix your fucking shit. Do 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 give me a second. I'm just going through some stuff. Before, where's this playlist that I made? Not there. It's over here. Over there. Over there. Cops on my ass in Stokes. I don't think she's coming back. I'm wondering if like we should just go. We missed the first 16 minutes of this. Just don't know if she's gonna actually like make it back or not. So I don't want to miss like we'll miss her place in the live, you know, if she does come back. So we'll do some the walking stuff. And then if the live ends, we'll just go back to the beginning of it, see what we missed from there. It's like the most annoying shit, bro. Bro. Like, get the fuck out of North Carolina, Brooke. How about that? Just don't stream or get the fuck out of North Carolina. Those are some two good options there, huh?
Like, it feels like a stimulant. Like, at the end, like, when the sun starts coming up, it feels like I've been on
So this would be like day 2 of pretending to be homeless.
a horrible stimulant. You know what I mean? Have you ever had to stay up? Maybe, I don't know, there was a medical emergency. Somebody had to go to the hospital. Somebody was in the hospital. I don't know. And you were up for a full 24 hours. You feel delirious. It was cold. It got down to like 60 something degrees. Ass hurts from my literal ass cheeks hurt from sitting on the
See? Her stupid fucking thing. Okay, so we'll go back to the beginning of that. Make me jump all around my fucking world here. Replay, bro. You know what the replay button is? No? Of course you don't. Of course you fucking don't.
He said officer, white officer, pale as fuck, red beard, wedding ring. Y'all, so I'm over here trying to work. Okay? I'm over here trying to work. I'm sitting here clipping a video of Jonathan Joss.
She pretends that she has a home. You take that how you want to take it. She ran away from her own home.
The actor that played John Redcorn on King of the Hill that was shot and killed.
Oh, we're going back into about this again?
Over this past week, I was going to find the video so that I could clip it. And I'm just sitting here minding my business. And the cops pull up fucking with me. First of all, this is a park. Like, it literally has a sign at the end of the road that says open to the public. I've never had a problem before. Cop fucking backs in and rolls his windows down, and he's like, you can't be parked here.
No wonder why people threaten me. I forgot to show you guys the James Soroka threats. That would be a good time. Thanks for reminding me. Why though? Why, James? Do you think people are deserve to be threatened for having public opinions on public content? Is that your bag? Is that what you like to? Your final answer? Dun 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 dun. But just to show you guys, like, this ain't my first rodeo. This is it's pretty mild. There it is, right here. James says he's gonna show up to my house and kill me because my name was mentioned in court. So trigger warning, and click below to see the full video.
Steve, by the way, you were mentioned in court. So, like, I would highly recommend disappearing for a long time. I'm surprised you're alive. God's honest truth. I will show up at your house and I will kick the living shit out of you. I am a person that will show up at your house. I will burn your house down and beat you the fuck up. I will show up at your house and I will beat you until your face looks like mine. Law enforcement, if you're watching, record it and keep it for evidence in case he dies. If he dies, maybe I killed him. I am not my father. I am so much worse. I get sent to prison, you'll be murdered from prison. I spent 18 months locked up. I'm not doing it again. It was an illegal arrest. I already want you dead, and I've already been asked by 3 different people who offered to do it for free. If it's going to happen, I will do it myself. We're going to have a real life problem. I really don't have anything else to do but to show up at your house.
So, not my first rodeo. Brooke can, like, say whatever the fuck she wants. Yeah, for anyone who's like, well, what if Brooke does try to kill you? She can try. Like, she's not even allowed in Canada. Whoa.
He's like, go over there and park. First of all.
But what's his face says that, you know, all the threats are warranted. Threats are cool.
How petty.
To that
Tell me
guy,
you
whoever
ain't
that
got
was. I already forgot his name.
Nothing to do without telling me you ain't got nothing to do. A parking spot, homie? Listen. That looks like that officer that rolled up on me that night down at the river. Do y'all remember that? When I was by myself, I'd gotten off of work at the winery, and it was a full moon. It was a beautiful, crisp fall night, and I said, I'm going to go down to the river and spend the night by the river by myself in the woods. So I go and I park by the river, and this officer shows up sexually harassing me. He pops his head through the window and he's like, oh, you're attractive. I bet your boyfriend's happy or something, being all weird. First of all, why would you even say that to somebody? It's very unprofessional.
It's always the same thing, Sue. You need to come up with a different story if you want us to believe it. I don't know.
You should not be making comments to anybody like that, first of all. So that told me right there that his body cam was not even on, because he would have never made those comments if his body camera was on. What fucking creeps. So there's two of them sitting over here behind me. He's like, one of them backs in and he's like, you need to move down there or something. Talking about where I was parked in the park. And one of them, I'm pretty sure, is that officer that was hitting on me that night out by the river when I was out in the woods by my damn self. Creeps. I'm sitting here trying to work. I'm on my phone working. And I'm sitting here like filming a video. There goes one of them now. Hold on, what's his number?
Well, Brooke came back, so I came back because I was like, Brooke's not supposed to come back, and my other two streams got demonetized. So here I am.
18.
It's one of those
so,
days.
I'm sitting here trying to work. I was pulling out that Jonathan Joss video so that I could stitch it of him being erratic. And I noticed this asshole pull up beside me and like, what is their problem? Look at this.
Evil cops.
Number 25 and number 18.
They're talking to each other. That's what they do.
That number 25, I'm 90% sure that that's that officer that sexually harassed me when I was out by the river by myself last year in fall when I was working for the winery. I'd left the winery. I'd been working all day. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning and it was a full moon. And I said, I'm going to go stay out by the river. And this cop shows up being a creep.
Another dime in the jukebox, baby.
7062 on the back of 25. Pulls up being a creep, trying to hit on me when I'm out there in the woods by myself, telling me that I can't park there. Like, they really be acting like they
Maybe they're like, it's not safe to park here in the woods.
treat van lifers like this. It's because I live out of a car and they don't like van lifers around here. What did I tell y'all this morning? They do not have homeless people in this town. There's not one homeless person in this town. I'm the only one. I'm the only van lifer and I'm the only homeless person in this entire town. The city is only comprised, I think, of like 2,000 people or something. So this is how the cops act. Y'all see them like circling around? Like, what are they doing? I'm sitting here.
Oh, so I was thinking about moving to Cookstown because then I would have more subs than like the people in the town.
Working, minding my business, trying to get my car in order
I could be the only YouTuber in Cookstown.
for bed, and they pull up. One of them backed in, and like, I'm sitting over here like this. Hold on. I was like filming a video, and I look over, and there's a
Oh, I forgot to show you guys this. So remember the video she was talking about the people in the black truck were stalking her? She showed the video. There's no audio, but this does not look like stalking to me. Like, fucking, this person is stopped at the stoplight. I gotta put it back just so you can see. Look how far away they are. She's approaching him. Again, it has no audio. I don't know why. But she's like, look, this guy sitting at the stoplight is stalking me. He's waiting to go. Like, there's cars passing in front of him. He's at a fucking stoplight. That's what you do at a stoplight. Because this guy didn't run a red light, she says that he's stalking. And by the time, I don't know if you've noticed that, but I'm going to put it back real quick here. It's gone. It's gone. As soon as she notices it's gone and they want nothing to do with her, she flips the camera. And then I don't know what she's saying because there's no audio. But that was her, that's who she thinks is stalking her today as well.
There's a cop in my face with the window rolled down, so I'm like, yes. And he's like, you can't be parked here. You need to move. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, parking lot police. Tell me you ain't got nothing better to do.
The town is only 2,000 people. There's no homeless, so there's probably not a lot of crime. So they're making sure everything's going good at the parking lot. Brooke, you kind of answered your own question there.
Then be the parking lot police. You petty ass parking lot police. You Paul Blart parking lot police petty officer. Like, for real. Is this real life? This is how they act here. This is why I hate North Carolina. This is how
All right, yeah, so it's in North Carolina.
they act
According to her, anyways. We'll take her word for it, because if we try to fact check it at all, we're stalkers.
Here. Man, if this was Florida and some cop was like, move out of that parking space, move over there, the civilian be like, why? Why you want me to move? Do you need the space? Like, man, come on. They have nothing better to do if they're worried about a parking space. Ugh. Nothing better to do. You know what I mean?
They're gonna come to her window?
It's crazy.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm sitting here minding my business. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that same officer. And I told y'all about that when it happened because I was so freaked out and I was literally worried that he...
Thanks, Mark. I checked out some of your other videos and I saw you, and I totally understand why you're making fun of her. Cool. It's like, I'm not really trying to make fun of her. Like, I'll poke fun, obviously, if like we gotta have somewhat of a good time doing this. But it's more like just understanding what the fuck she's about, right?
He was gonna like come over there and strangle me or something. Listen, let me paint the scene. This
All
is the
around,
fountain.
having her be held accountable.
Okay. On Battery Road, 30 minutes city. There's nothing out there. Nobody could even hear me scream. Listen to what I'm telling you. It's the country.
That's a good
Look
way.
at this
Yeah, she makes fun of herself.
bastard. Look. They just riding around me. Like, oh. What kind of douche canoosh? What kind of douche canoosh? And they just keep
Oh, you gotta word your insults better. I took that as a compliment. I also take it as a compliment. Thank you, Mr. Mark.
driving back and forth like they're patrolling the area. First of all, this is crazy. What fucking losers. Do you hear me? Losers. So it's like, oh, you need, and it was one road in and one road out. So then I get in there and I could barely sleep because I keep thinking that this cop's gonna come over here and kill me.
Yeah, her phone is bad.
Weirdos. So anyways, I was trying to stitch that Jonathan Joss video. Let me proceed with work. Unbelievable. Well, you try to be nice and they blow it. It's okay. You can just block them.
She wishes she was
Oh,
Alex
God.
Jones.
It's my favorite button. Favorite button.
What a fall from. Well, I mean, was there even any grace with fall or fucking Alex Jones? I was gonna say what a fall
I've
from
had to
grace.
block.
Alex Jones at least used to pull numbers. There's
Yeah,
a point
he
in
was
time.
definitely on something. I went and looked at this surveillance footage, and Jonathan Joss is in the streets screaming, acting erratic as hell.
Oh, she's talking about fucking John Redcorn. Anyways, back in the day when I used to stream with crows, we'd be like, hell yeah, we got more concurrent viewers than Alex Jones. Because Alex Jones gets like 20 concurrent viewers nowadays.
He's saying, he's talking about some old court case, and he's got this pitchfork, and he's screaming, and he's telling the neighbors that he's practicing an acting gig for work. But you can tell that he's definitely on
Tash, how's it going?
something. Like, his arms are flailing, and he's just acting crazy. Douche canooch. Hey, Joe. Hey, Jamie. Sorry. Yeah, douche canooch.
I think her banning people probably like ups her sub count, because you have to sub to her, wait 20 minutes to talk, and then she'll ban you. So then make another account and then sub to her, wait 20 minutes to talk. Unless you remember to unsub from the first account. Probably has like triples of a lot of accounts on there.
I guess they're trying to run me off, so let's get out and go have some fun. Look at this. This is like the 4th time he's done this. It's like they're looking in my car. I guess they think I'm a drug addict or something, y'all. This is...
Ah, she's live now. Again? She's got to fix her life, man. She's got to really figure out her life. and how to live stream. There's still 5 minutes left of this that I don't know of, but let's see what she's doing live.
Circling you like a vulture. 2 of them make contact with you. One says you can't be parked here, and then the other one says, what are you doing here? And it's a park.
We're still talking about the cops. This is it. At least we're on topic. So exciting. Gonna mute us. Whoa. Gonna mute and blur us. What are we getting at the store? Should a weed shop? Oh, we're going down, swing it. Fucking Brooke. Making life hard. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
Lord, they got music on.
Yeah, I know. No shit. You don't say. I couldn't have figured that out myself.
It's crazy. I'm not even joking. He has done that spot to look in my car and then pull off 6 times. So many cops are so simple-minded. They think that everybody is the same because they ain't been on the job long enough. Those little shitheads probably don't have a decade combined, and that's not enough time. Shit, and I don't even think that you should allow them out there till they're about a 43. Don't cut them loose till 40s. I wish. That'll never happen. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Oh my god, it's spinning again? What's going on right now? I don't know, Brooke. I never know with you. I'm so sick of North Carolina and their shitty fucking reception. Get Starlink. Somebody buy her... I can't believe I'm saying this. Somebody buy her fucking Starlink. Where's peanut butter and jelly? Where's PB&J when you need them? He's gonna make me fucking have to keep bipping and bopping. Back and forth.
Been doing, y'all, if you play the video back, you'll see them in my radio.
See how fucking annoying that is?
I was hooking up for the Wi-Fi. Gotta have that Wi-Fi.
I'm just, yeah, no, good.
And he is done. I've done showed it. Crazy. I didn't deserve any of that. Never do.
Better not move. And I hope she has her phone plugged in. It's gonna die again or something. And then I'm gonna go watch another video, and then you're gonna be like, "That's just live," and then we're gonna come back. I think we're good now, though. On the live. I didn't realize it makes it look like he's kicking the cats in the face, but...
I mean, are we just gonna let it get to the point to where rent prices and home prices continue to rise and people still can't afford it because they're not making enough money, and then all these people fall into homelessness?
Why is her voice? Why is she so out of sync with her voice?
Where they get laid off and they're homeless. Is it going to get to the point to where they're, I mean, because they're actively producing laws to lock homeless people up. So is it going to get to the point that we just have prisons full of homeless people? I mean, because it's kind of already that way anyway. So I'm just wondering, are they going to outlaw homelessness to the point that we just have nothing but prison systems full of homeless people? Because, you know, in certain states, it's illegal to sleep in your car.
This is really tripping me out. I'm going to have to, like, refresh it. Hopefully that fixes it.
Say you're homeless and you sleep outside of a storefront. Cops show up and take you to jail for loitering or trespassing. It's that easy to go to jail as a homeless person. And they'll lock you up just to get you off the street because you're a nuisance. But there's really nowhere else for these people to go, so... That whole interaction was so wrong.
It's the same cops that she was struck with that weekend. That'd be hilarious. They're the only cops out here, honey. Oh, Lord. Got tennis elbow. You guys ever have tennis elbow? The truck she's sitting in. This truck. See this truck? Whoops. Took my glasses off for some reason. I'm like, why can't I see? Probably because I'm not wearing my glasses. That Brooke.
Three times, I do believe. They're trying to run me off. It ain't happening. Because they don't like homeless people, Rick. They don't like homeless people. They don't like van lifers. A lot of homeless people are disrespectful. They leave trash. They piss in public. They do nasty stuff. I don't do that. I have a place to use the bathroom. Look, here we go. Yes.
Are you waiting on somebody?
Hey, some action. So this is the cops.
I'm actually about to go walk on the boat ramp. Why?
Okay, because we're just trying to make sure
Make sure for what?
that this is a boat landing, not a hangout spot.
Not a camp out spot.
People
They
are
can see your fucking bed back
wild,
there.
Y'all.
What, y'all?
Listen, you want to hear this email I got from some guy?
Sure.
Let me wet my whistle because this is crazy. Hold on. Who do I need to block? Oh.
Really, Brooke?
So I can't enjoy
No,
the
you
park?
can't find a pro bono
I
lawyer.
can't go down to the
You
water?
can't even
I have a
damn.
fishing pole in the back.
You can't even find a lawyer.
I wasn't planning
What are
on
you
it, but you
talking
see that
about?
I have... Tell me you have no clue what's going on in the world right now without telling me. We need lawyers. We need first responders. We need
We'll put it
cops.
back
We
a
need
bit for when
nurses. We need
come back to
doctors.
it.
You can't find anybody to do shit for free anymore. People are having problems getting help with what is it called? Accident injury law. All systems are down. Listen to this weird email that I got. I don't know when this was. My eyes are watering so bad. The pollen in the air is like really bothering me. And I also got mascara in them when I was taking a shower. Some dude says, I just watched your video. Take a chance. Just come to Myrtle Beach and you'll have a place warm to stay and drive for a week until the weather breaks. And I never responded
Doesn't like every YouTuber get emails like this though?
because I just saw it. Well, apparently he said something on my channel that got him blocked because his follow-up email was, sorry to see you block me from your YouTube page. I was only trying to help. No, sir, you were trying to get your dick wet. Stop with the buffoonery. You don't need everybody's help. This is exactly what I meant. Ladies, absolutely not. You're better off on the fucking streets fighting every day than being in some weird pervert's house that wants to use you and abuse you. This is crazy. Only a pervert would think that this email exchange is normal. I never talked to this person, never sent him an email. And as you can see,
This is from sassbeach8@gmail.com.
come to Myrtle Beach and you'll have a warm place to... I have a warm place to stay. What are you saying?
This is from February. She's acting like this was like some kind of recent shit. This is from February, Brooke. Can we get a more recent email?
Until the weather breaks. Sorry to see you block me from your YouTube page. I was only trying to... No, you weren't. You were trying to use some girl down on her luck that you probably assumed was on drugs. Like, stop with the bullshit.
I'm scared to check my email.
See what I go through.
So we're just not going to.
They never listen to the fact
She might be all irritated at it, I'm not sure.
that I refuse to behave that way, and that's why I'm living out of a car. Otherwise, I'd still be stripping. You know what I mean? Like, I digress. Those cops were crazy, weren't they? Weren't they? They think they can just bully me out of a parking spot. At that point, like I said, like I showed y'all, I was there to film. I started filming a video because I was going to show the water and I was going to enjoy the sights. And then the cops show up. And it'll get to the point to where they're going to take you to jail for living out of a car. It's already illegal. You know, the crazy thing is when I pulled up, somebody was smoking weed in the parking lot. They didn't have...
She went live again. This is her live right now, so I'll go back to, like, them pulling up on her after she, like, leaves us in silence to read a whole bunch of stuff on the computer, goes to the washroom or something.
I have shit to say about that. No, they was worried about the homeless girl in her truck working. It's crazy. Did you hear me say, oh, well, I got a fishing pole back there? He's like, well, you can't fish here. I said, I wasn't planning on it. I was just trying to get him to take note of the fact that I have camping gear back there. So I'm out here trying to enjoy the park. Like, I wasn't going to set up camp. He knew better than that. He thought that just driving back and forth behind me like they did for 20 minutes, he thought that that was enough to intimidate me to leave. He comes up to the window. What are you doing? What are you doing? Matter of fact, what are you not doing that you need to be doing? You need me to go find your job for you? Because I'm sure there's some crime you need to be solving right now. But instead, you worried about a homeless woman out here trying to work. What is wrong with them?
The alley
They say
thing.
we got mental problems. I think they got mental problems. The audacity. You need to drop the attitude. You need to go find your job. You need to go do your job.
February, March, April.
But something tells
May.
me that the
Shit, this is from 4 months ago. This is like a third of a year ago, Brooke.
reason you're on boat duty is because you already failed at doing your job one too many fucking times.
That's what they put on boat duty?
Paul Blart parking lot patrol. It's crazy. Yeah, that was wild, wasn't it?
Ah!
That's what they do. That's what I went through every day last year. That's why I've been in Florida. They don't act like that there. They're happy with themselves. Only people that are absolutely miserable act like that. Like they're literally sitting in the parking lot looking for problems. You heard what I said when I walked out. I said, I don't even want to be here. It's because they locked me up for more crimes I didn't commit that I have a court date, and that's why I'm here. That officer's windows was down, and I wanted him to hear me, so I shouted that. It's your fault I'm even in this situation. Got me in damn North Carolina in the damn peak hottie summer months, missing all the hotties in damn Florida. Everybody vacationing but me. And did I mention the thousands of dollars that I had to damn come up with that I still owe for bond to get my ass out so I didn't lose everything? Like, it's not like I can call mom and daddy, you know? They're dead. So, Yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Screw them officers. Fucking starting beef. They need to take lessons on fucking empathy at the damn academy. Seriously. Did y'all see that Jeep again in that short? That was the same car. 100%. The license plate was the same. LAX 2150, I do believe. I might have the 50 and the 21 reversed because I have dyslexia. I have dyslexia. So sometimes I usually come up with a jingle.
What is with people today, man?
LAX 2150, LAX 2150. I usually come up with a song to remember it, and then I'll put it in my notes app if I don't have my phone. But if I have my phone, then I immediately put down the tag number in my phone when cars are being suspicious like that. And I've had it happen so much, I knew exactly what was going on. They were headed towards those
Record date's next. I thought it was in July.
railroad tracks.
I thought it was July 16th. Is it June 16th? Yeah, July 16th.
Right where I was when I was on live. I wonder what would happen.
We thought it was July 16th, but I guess we were wrong. Did she say something? No, I wasn't paying attention to her right now. I was dealing with something else.
If my phone wouldn't have been spotty and I wouldn't have turned
Everyone's mad at me today.
around. Duke University prepares for job cuts. You don't say. So when do you think the recession's going to happen? I'm kind of hungry. I wonder what I want. I could make something. What do I got? I got beef jerky. I got protein. I don't want any more protein today. I've had enough protein. Let's do a girl dinner. Ugh. I know I have that Subway, but working out like I do, you're gonna need some food. I'm actually losing weight, and I need to not lose weight. I wish this avocado was ready. I don't understand. Where's that lemon pepper tuna? What a day. Do I even have any mayonnaise? Yes. Cook with Brooke in a McDonald's parking lot. I got extra lemon. For the lemon pepper chicken, and I want some honey too. I need a bowl. I need a bowl. Oh, this is gonna make a mess.
Bowl.
I need a trash bag. He says there's no camping here. What makes you think I'm camping here? Did I pitch a tent? Am I taking a piss in the parking lot? Am I cooking on a stove? Am I cooking on a fire right now? What makes you think I want to stay in this parking lot?
Those are all things you've done here, though, right? Or at least at the last place.
I came to film and work and enjoy the scenery. And I ain't even allowed to do that. They just ain't got nothing better to do, and they just wanted to mess with the only fucking girl out there that they just wanted to mess with some poor woman, okay? That's what they do up there on the mountain. It's crazy. You want to hear something crazy? When I went to get a restraining order against my abuser, the judge in court, he said, "Why are you just doing something about this now?" I said, "Sir, I'm from Stokes County." He said, "Oh, God." He said, "Yeah, they do it differently up there on the mountain."
Up there on the mountain. Restraining orders work differently on the mountain.
He was talking talking about corruption.
Oaks County
I want to eat this with some crackers.
restraining orders.
I got this guy being a creep. Of course.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see anybody voicing this concern either about Stokes County.
Oh, thank you. Some girl, VEM 1152. Some girl just stopped and said, "I see you, abs." Did y'all hear that lady? Oh, she was so funny. Damn, girl, I wish I had that ice cream cone you had in your hand. You want to trade? I'll give you tuna, you give me your ice cream. She said, "I see abs." I was like, and I was trying to get his license plate because I come out of the bathroom and I saw this guy like staring me down, being weird. And he didn't have no McDonald's food. This is a McDonald's parking lot. Ladies, this is how you profile. What the fuck is he doing here? Is he potentially eating? I didn't see no McDonald's. Is he...
Like, Brooke comes rolling up with a bed, a bunch of food, a full wardrobe, pretty much everything except the kitchen sink. You would even say kind of the kitchen sink. She has a kitchen sink plastic thingy, right? No boat. And she's like, why are they profiling me? Profiling, her favorite thing to do. Why are they profiling me? Telling me not to fucking camp here.
Using the Wi-Fi? Maybe. That's likely. But when I come out of the McDonald's, he was staring me down out the open car window, you know? So I was like, oh, hey. Like, hey. And he's been sitting there the whole time I've been on live. And then I get out the car, and he's pulling off, staring me down again. Like, what is going on? Can I get my face back? Last time I checked, this was my face. So if I could keep it, that would be great. Damn Ed Gein. That was a hair. The lemon juice. We're gonna use that in water.
Just throw that piece of lemon just on the floor.
That girl was funny. Oh, hey girl.
Oh, this is the
I had another lady
combat
today at
knife.
McDonald's that say, hey girl. She said, Brooke, you're back in town. I said, yeah, unfortunately for a little while. This was after I got off a live with y'all at McDonald's. I was pulling out of the parking space, and this girl had her door open, and I was like, is she getting out? And I didn't know, and then I went to pull out, and then I rolled the window down. I was like, hey, I wasn't trying to cut you off. She's like, Brooke, you're back in town. And then the whole town knew. Not because of her. They already knew. They already knew 2 days ago. Remember when I was trying to work out at the park? Like, come on, man. Small towns, man. It just creates so much BS. Nobody knows, like, some people know how to mind their business. That lady I saw at McDonald's, she don't seem like the type that would come be like, oh, yeah, I saw her outside of McDonald's. But you never know. And I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I was pulling out of parking space. I was on the phone with y'all. Yeah, girl, everybody in town already knows. Oh, you know, it's crazy because I don't know nobody from that town. Not one person. But somehow, yo, that's wild now that I think about it.
How would they know you then? What? What
I know people.
That doesn't even make sense now. I was gonna say, like, wouldn't it be nice? And it's nice going back to your hometown. Everyone knows you. I don't think my hometown is like that anymore. But there's like stores and stuff I used to work at. There's still people who work there, and I'll go in and they'll be like, "Hey, Steve," and I'll be like, "Hey, that's me." And your finger guns, and then buy like a mirror. That was the last time that happened.
Went passing that I used to wait on at the bar, wait on at the winery, wait on at the restaurant. But I don't know nobody. You know what I mean? What is this? I need a fork. I'll take a spoon. I swear to God, if I get one more item out of that basket with hair. Every time I grab something out of that basket, my hair comes with it. God, the pleasure of having long hair. You find it everywhere. So I've never had this lemon pepper chicken before, but I put a little bit of extra lemon juice in it to kind of add some liquid back into it so it's not so dry.
I want to try Marry Me salad, where like you put apparently lemon and like olive oil and some other stuff in it, and it's apparently like the best salad ever. But I think maybe the guy who did the YouTube short is just like playing it up for content. I mean, like, I can't imagine it being that great. Have you guys ever had a Marry Me salad?
mayonnaise. I usually do the sweet and spicy. That's my favorite. I like the way this is breaking up, though. Maybe from the lemon juice. Let's try it. With the honey, oh my god.
You saw the
It needs
marry
more
me
lemon.
salad?
Yes, come to mama.
Let's see,
Oh yeah. God, I'm
The
glad I didn't do
ingredients
this at
are-
the park. I probably would have been arrested for eating in public. I would have went to jail for eating in public. Oh God, she's got a pack of tuna. Shoot her. Take her out. She's got tuna. She's got
This isn't the
tuna.
recipe I saw.
What an asshole. They would have killed me dead. You know, the crazy thing is he walked up to the car. He had all that to say about me being in that parking spot. He didn't say shit about all these weapons hanging out my dash in his view. Man, I swear to God, the psychology behind this shit is just starting to come to me now, man. I'm starting to see shit differently. Good thing I wasn't busted eating in public. I know I eat like a savage. I probably ought to be taken to jail for the way that I eat. I'm a repeat offender of being messy AF, okay? I will
Brooke's so quirky, like she never stabbed two people.
that stuff down like I'm an inmate. I do. It's, oh God, it's like, I won't lie or deny that I ought to be taken to jail for the way I eat, but what a prick.
Honeymoon salad, lettuce alone?
They literally have nothing
It's just lettuce?
better to do. They think everybody's the same. They don't think that people change. Hell, people don't change because you won't let them. I'm over here trying to work on a Saturday afternoon, and you're starting stuff.
Rockets? On a bed of rocket?
That's good. I didn't know if I was gonna like it. It's delicious. Chicken Sally. Lemon pepper. Lemon in the summer is so good. God, y'all. I got an allergy pill somewhere. But if I take it, it'll knock me out. And I gotta wait to go to bed till the sun goes down. I need an allergy pill. My eyes hurt so bad. I feel like I've had contacts in. You ever get pollen in your eyes and you can actually feel it moving around in your eyeball, between your eyelid and your eyeball? Ugh, that's what it feels like grainy. I got some eye drops. Maybe I should try those.
I got eyelashes in my eye. What am I gonna eat? There to eat.
People be like, oh, profiling's bad. And first of all, no, it's not. Racially profiling, absolutely, that is horrible.
You're just complaining about being profiled.
Two different things. But that's exactly what the police just did to me. They saw my windows were blacked out. They know I'm a van lifer. And they're trying to run me off from a park because they think that I'm gonna camp there overnight. First of all, y'all know how I am about parking spaces. I'm very cautious because I know better more than most people that you cannot park everywhere. And I talk about this all the time. They were absolutely profiling me based off the fact that I'm a van lifer.
So why are you mad at them? You love profiling. That was my point before. Or it took her like 10 minutes to realize this after the fact. Like, so do you see?
Oh, I'm gonna
You're
say
being
you
silly?
don't wanna make an enemy out of me. I'll never forget your name. I'll go to heaven cursing your name to damn hell.
This is wacky that she's not like connecting the dots to me. It's
Damning
just
you
like,
to hell,
yeah, I don't like profiling, except when I do.
asses. I'll never forget. I remember every probation officer that fucked me over. I remember every CPS worker that fucked me over. I remember the detectives that wrongfully convicted me twice. I'll never forget.
An octopus.
I'll let society know who the real you is. I'll never forget.
An angry octopus that got put in a jar too long.
I'll go to my grave talking about how crooked and corrupt you were as an officer.
Yeah, I had the
Protect and
like
serve my left
latency
gonad.
its settings wrong for the first few streams like this. And I haven't been pausing because she's been pretty quiet. Like she hasn't been.
And they know
I haven't
women
even
that live
paused
out
her.
of their car are disproportionately targeted because of their circumstances. And instead of trying to, if you thought I was gonna sleep there, and your job is to protect and serve, then why don't you approach me and say, hey, you can't sleep here, but I do know that you might be able to park over here, or you might be able to park over there. No, they don't do that. Because they're looking for a fucking problem. They don't have any resolution because they're too dumb. They don't want resolution. They want to keep people enslaved in a fucking system. Officers like that, not all of them. Officers like we just had to deal with. And they didn't take that job to help people. They took that job so they had a little bit of fucking power. It looks good on the outside. It's the only other thing they could
That's why James wants to be an officer.
get into. And the departments are so desperate, they'll pretty much take anybody.
Yeah, she was telling us the other day how she ran into McDonald's drunk, actually. Well, in the walking journey she did.
This is so good. I do think the more lemon, the better, though. If I do say so
My best friend was
myself.
deaf. Still can't get over
I
it.
never have too much lime or lemon.
This is so
Lemon.
He was deaf. Yeah.
God, my eyes hurt. Oh, and then I heard him say something to the other guy about drinking. I don't know. Okay, so the black guy said to the white guy something about a breathalyzer as I was passing by when I got out of the car and was walking down to the water. I don't know what he was saying, but yeah.
Well, you would have passed, right? You don't drink.
I wish they woulda. I wish they woulda.
Maybe my
Then I'd
clipper
have it on
can have
camera.
that.
I couldn't do nothing
Clip
about it. I
that.
still couldn't sue. Even though that's illegal as fuck. I've already had 10 of these instances, at least 10 in my life, take place. So, it would have been the same shit, different day. At least it would have been on camera and it would have opened some people's eyes to the illegal corruption, the illegal bullshit and corruption that they implement on homeless people. I almost turned around and said, what are you getting at? But I didn't. I shut my mouth. I kept going. And I don't think I did shut my mouth, but I kept talking about what I was talking about. They had no probable cause to ask for a breathalyzer because I'm not drunk.
But that's what the breathalyzer is to determine.
But because I have 2 DWIs on my record, one from 2009 and the other one from 2014, which was over 10 years ago, because of that, that's what they were probably chattering about. Because they had already run my tags at this point. Probably saw all these little notes from other officers, probably believe in lies like half the internet does. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. But if he would have demanded for me to take a breathalyzer and then I would have passed it, he would have been fucked. That's illegal as hell. There was no reason to even be messing with me. I was minding my business on my phone. And I literally just pulled up. And this is what they do. And it'll only get worse because society is living with blinders on. Well, they'll live with blinders on until it happens to one of their loved ones or them.
How big is a dolphin in reference to a horse? I would assume a horse is stronger than a dolphin. Like, I think a horse could kick a dolphin in the head. I don't know what a dolphin would be able to do to a horse on land. I don't think it'd be a fair fight if the horse is in the water.
Oh, I need eye drops. My eyes hurt so bad.
I have not yet, because she went live when I was trying to show it. I want to smoke a bowl too. I think I can do it. I think I can run away to do it. Hopefully. You guys be good little angels? Do I have them on here?
Where's those other wipes? The blue wipes. Oh. Oh.
I just have to let shit fly. And,
What a day.
I don't know. I
Stalked
might
by
miss
some
some, I might
stalkers
not.
off the internet, then stalked by the police.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Okay, there's Tinkerbell. Alright. Be good little angels.
I'm glad I didn't use this, so I don't have to clean it. These
Team
are
H just
fabuloso
gifted
on them, so I
5
just like to
memberships.
Make sure that smell of tuna is out. I'm sure the lemon helped with it, but just to make sure. Ah, that needs to dry. Oh. And that looked like the same officer from a year ago that got me down at the river and was saying all that perverted shit. And now I'm sitting here like, that's even scarier that his body camera was off. That never even dawned on me. He wouldn't have said that if his body camera was on. I was parked out on this bridge one night. It's not a bridge. It was like the country. And there's a bridge next to the road. And it was a full moon, and it was like a fall night. I'd gotten off of work from the winery that I was working at, and I said, I'm going to go enjoy the full moon next to the river. I was there for 20 minutes before this cop pulled up, Stokes County. Same cruiser, same type of cruiser that we saw today. And I saw his lights coming through, and I rolled down the window, and I was sitting in the back, and he's like, what are you doing? And I literally like had on like a face mask. I'm in my moo-moo, and I got like a toboggan on, and I got earplugs in, and you can tell that I'm like about to fall asleep, like, you know. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm laying in bed. Once again, I'm changing my truck tires. I'm changing a dirty diaper. I'm teaching English. I'm milking a cow. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm getting ready for bed, Officer Smarty. Not so much. So he says, well, you can't be parked here, da-da-da-da. Why? Because he said so. There's no law preventing it. It's a state road. Matter of fact, I have every right to be there. That's the best place to go in most states, is some state roads, some private, like it's state land near state parks, okay? So he says, you can't be parked here. And he's like, but you can go down here and park, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then he hits me with you're fine. I bet your man is happy. I bet he's happy to be with you. And I'm out on this dark country road with this officer saying this unprofessional shit. And I'm thinking in my head, oh God, this is where I get murdered. And don't say it ain't so, because there's a bunch of them that have fucking done it. Do I need to go find a report? You want me to find one right now? There's been tons of cops that were serial killers. And they got by with it for years because of the fact that they were a cop. And this is the perfect town, and I'm the perfect victim. It's just crazy. And then, so he says, I bet your man's happy to be with you or something. And at that point, I was like, yeah, he is. Great relationship. And I'm single as fuck, have been for almost half a decade. So I played it off by saying, yeah, my man's happy. Yeah, we're happy. And you know, it took me forever to get to sleep because I was so scared that this fucker was going to try something. Like, it just, I didn't know if he was going to come down to the river and knock on the door and get me to open the door. And then, you don't know. Worse things have happened. Worse things have happened. You just got to be careful out here nowadays. It's not the world that it used to be where these people that are in positions of professionalism are professional. They're not. Hell, do y'all know how bad nurses are? I'll just leave it at most hospital ERs are brothels for free. It's worse. They ain't even making money. They just sleeping with everybody for free. Like, the pervertedness in these industries is ridiculous.
What?
I'm not saying all. I'm saying the upcoming generation is a little weird, okay?
Gross.
I mean, for real, how many doctors have been arrested in the past few years for using their position of power to be perverts?
When you do them, people think
Gym
that you're
instructor
cool.
or gymnast doctors and stuff, like, and then cops too, they're always getting wrapped up in some perverted shit, child pornography, stalking women. Like, it's just human nature. People are just, they're self-led, they're self-motivated, they go after what they want.
Well, there are bad people out there, yeah, but there's good people out there too.
In that moment, it's just the way things is. There's no ethics or morals anymore. Everybody's a whore, so you gotta be one too. I'm joking. Please don't. Love yourself more than that. I'm putting some of this lemon juice in here. Make a
First
little
member
lemon
I've seen in a
water.
while.
Try
Scott!
not to make a mess. It's actually coming out really good.
Standards are overrated?
Looks like an IV drip.
What does that mean? Standards are overrated. So we shouldn't have standards?
This tuna stinks,
My understanding
fam.
of that means... What? Standards are overrated. You should, like, support a fucking child-abusing psychopath.
Yeah, I'd found the video of Jonathan Joss right before he was shot when he was acting erratic, walking down the street with a pitchfork, telling his neighbors that he can do whatever he wants, and he's acting all erratic, and it's clear to me, in my opinion, that he's probably on methamphetamine or some sort of speed. And I was sitting there trying to clip that video, so I'm sitting here minding my business, and I'm like, what, you know, making a short. And I look over, and the cop has got his whole window rolled down trying to get my attention. And I'm like, yes. And he's like, you can't be parked here. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll move. So I moved to a different parking spot, and then they start swarming around me, and that's when I went live in my last video, because I picked up on what they were trying to do. They were trying to run me off. Listen, you might have been able to treat me like that last year. You're not going to treat me like that
This year?
this year. That's why I said I'm getting out of the car to enjoy the park. Am I allowed to enjoy the park? Because that's what I went there to do, was film a video.
Alright, well, this would be a good time to... We still haven't seen that yet, because she keeps blabbing, but we can always, like, catch up quick here. So this is the interaction she keeps referencing.
Nasty stuff. I don't do that. I have a place to use the bathroom. Look, here we go. Yes,
Are you waiting on somebody?
I'm actually about to go walk on the boat ramp. Why?
Okay, because we're just trying to make sure
Make sure for what?
that this is a boat landing, not a hangout spot.
So I can't enjoy the park? I can't go down to the water? I have a
You're
fishing
still
pole
fit.
in the back.
You can't fish here either.
I wasn't planning on it, but
You have a fishing pole in the back. We can't fish here. Well, I wasn't planning on it. Why I got the fishing pole?
you see that I have water and camping gear.
I don't need your attitude, ma'am. I just came to ask you a question. You can keep that crap to yourself.
So am I allowed to enjoy the park?
If you're going on the vessel, yes, but there's no swimming, there's no camping here.
Okay, I wasn't planning to camp here. Why would you think that I was camping here?
I'm just telling you that. I didn't
Okay,
ask you anything.
have a great day. Have a wonderful day.
Now, are they gonna swarm you?
What did I fucking tell you? Let's get out and enjoy the park. I literally pulled
I would have been like, thanks for letting me know, just in case, yeah?
up. I wasn't even here 5 minutes before they pulled up. Do you see what I deal with? People tell me, go to a park. Well, I'm at a fucking park. And look who's in my face.
There's like 3 more minutes of this video we haven't seen, but we're going back to the live for now. What the fuck, Brooke?
I already have half of the video made before they rudely interrupted me. Come on, let's find a trash can because I don't want this tune in my car, man. This shit is loud. Hey, good things do happen.
She's made herself more sus too. Like, I got a pigeon pole. I got this. I got that. It's like, yeah,
like
that's what I'm
there's no
telling
homeless
you.
people in
Can't.
that town. I
fucking
was the only
do that.
one. And when I had my car I lost my car for 2 days because I was going to relinquish it because I didn't have the payment. They absolutely drove me insane.
When I lost my car for 2 days because you were gonna relinquish it. Think about that sentence. That's what we're watching when we're not watching the lives.
They actually offered to drive me to the worst drug-ridden area.
The huddle.
They said, why don't we give you a ride to the huddle house? There's no
See, I've been paying attention, man.
there's no shower. There's no resources there. It's in the middle of the woods. It's a truck stop, which is extremely dangerous in itself. And then it's a known area for drug addicts. That's where the cops offered to take me when I was walking down the street. I said, absolutely not. I don't understand what they be doing, man. I really don't. Where's my phone?
Pow.
I don't understand what they do. And why they do it. I don't think it's all politics. I think it's their personal beliefs and values shining through.
Pull her skirt down like with the cops there? I
Yeah,
didn't see that,
crazy.
no.
What a day. What a day, yo. Did they ever catch that douche canoosh? They caught the one guy. The old sheriff. What did he was a murderer.
That's one of this is like a weird dress that has a slit in it.
Arkansas sheriff escapes prison. Wasn't that Arkansas? Yes. He murdered a woman. Wasn't he in there for rape and murder? And he was the ex-sheriff. Grant Harden, 56. He actually escaped prison. He walked out in a makeshift law enforcement uniform
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. He actually
I'll do it a little
was in
faster
jail
just get
for
through the
R-word and
news.
murder, if I'm not mistaken. And he used to be the old sheriff.
And get us caught back up to speed.
The U.S. Border Patrol agents in Arkansas, they
Gonna
found
be a
him
little fast.
near Izard Creek, County Creek, after tracking dogs picked him up. He was the devil in the Ozarks murderer. He was charged with first-degree murder, first-degree murder and rape. And he was the sheriff, one of the sheriffs in Arkansas. So yeah, it happens every freaking day. It happens every freaking day. And with a job like that, man, you can get by with so much because you can explain it off as you're a cop, voyeurism, trespassing. You can get by with so much shit if you just have that uniform on and you're law enforcement. Think about it. Think about this guy. Remember this guy? Daniel Holtzclaw? Remember him? He raped like 10 women on patrol. They had one of the victims' DNA on the fly of his pants, of his uniform. Daniel Holtzclaw. He's a convicted rapist. He was convicted in December of 2015 of multiple counts of rape, sexual battery, and other offenses while on duty as an Oklahoma police officer. This rabbit hole is deep. There's so much on this, but he was convicted of 18 counts involving 8 different women. I thought it was about a dozen. I was close. According to the police investigators, he abused his position as an officer by running background checks to find information that could be used to coerce victims into sex. He would disproportionately target women that came from poor upbringings that had previous criminal charges and or had been a prostitute and or a stripper or had a history with drugs. During the trial, the defense questioned the victim's credibility during those cross-examinations, bringing up their criminal records. So once again, we're blaming the victim while they're on the stand testifying against a rapist. Gotcha. Of the 13 women, it was 13 women, so I was closer. 13 women. Of the 13 women who accused him, several had criminal histories such as drug arrests, and all of them were African American. The prosecution argued that the victims were deliberately chosen by Holtzclaw for these reasons, and I would agree. He had an MO. Holtzclaw pled not guilty to all charges, but in December of 2015, he was convicted on 18 of the 36 charges, and he was sentenced to 263 years in prison.
Oh god, we're back up to normal speed now. Fucking, I think she just likes being in a constant state of panic or anger. So she reads these fucking stories.
Yeah. So don't say it don't happen. Hold on. Let's see. Serial killer cops. Let's see.
Why are you Googling serial
Former
killer
Bay Area
cops?
police
That'll make me feel better. Serial killer cops.
officer turned serial killer in the 80s dies while on death row. When was this printed? September of 23. A Bay Area serial killer on death row at San Quentin Rehabilitation Center died of natural causes Friday. Anthony Soley, oh, we've talked about him before. Anthony Soley, 79, was convicted and sentenced to death in 1986 for the brutal shooting and beating murders of 5 women and 1 man during a 6-month period in 1983. Soley was born in San Francisco and grew up in Millbury, where he served on the police force from 1967 to 1974. In the late 70s, he quit policing and became an electrical contractor. He rented a hangar for his business in Burlingame, which became the scene of many of his crimes. He also invested in an escort service, used the service of sex worker, and became addicted to freebasing cocaine. Some of his victims were sex workers. The names of these people he killed were Catherine Barrett, 24, Barbara Stursey, 22, Gloria Jean Fravel.
PB&J, at least like who Critter says PB&J says she reads these stories that way her stories don't sound so bad.
24, Brenda Oakden, 19, Michael Thomas, 24, and Phyllis
James is still missing, yeah.
Melendez, 20. Solely beat, tortured, and raped Fairville before killing her with an axe. Barrett was stabbed 6 times, then hit over the head with a sledgehammer. Many of his other victims were shot in the back of their heads as they entered his hangar. Some of his victims were placed nude in metal drums filled with concrete, which he dumped in the Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. Well, he's dead now. Thank God. Thank God he's burning in hell. Ain't that crazy? There's got to be more than that. I bet there's ones going back every decade.
Hey, Sonya's mama.
Oh, his picture creeps me out.
Not PB&J.
The Butcher of Blind Creek, Killer Cop. God, his mugshot creeps me out. You know what I mean? What is going on?
What is the other one's name? There was another mama. Let's see if they're in her chat.
Hello. Hey, Scott. Sounds worse than P. Diddy. I mean, P. Diddy. I wonder if he's going to get
Is it
off
Bad
or if
Mama?
he's going to actually be
Do you
prosecuted.
guys remember what it was? I don't see it here.
Gerald John Schaefer Jr.
But are
He
you
was born
that
in
account as well, or
1946
just
and
Mad
died in
Mama?
1995. He was a suspected serial killer known as the Killer Cop.
Joe Mama. That's the one I was thinking of. Are you also Joe Mama?
He was described by prosecutor Robert Stone as the, quote, most sexually deviant person he had ever encountered. Schaefer was sentenced to 2 terms of life imprisonment
Are you also Joe? Like, do you have a Joe Mama account as well, though?
at his 1973 trial to be served at the Florida State Prison. He was stabbed to death by a fellow inmate while incarcerated at this facility in 1995. Schaefer became known as the Killer Cop as he was a sheriff's deputy in Martin County.
No? Okay. So it might have been another kind of Mama account then that I'm misremembering. Because he said it was, Joe Mama? He said it was Joe Mama and also something else Mama. And I just might be misremembering that as Mad Mama.
Florida. Martin? I think so. At the time of his initial arrest, he also became known as the Hangman due to
Super distressed critter, because he's Dinobot.
his favored practice
Beast
of binding
Wars.
restrained women to trees with the hangman's noose around their neck prior to their torture and murder. Ah, here we have it. He grew up with an alcoholic father and an abusive mother. That'll do it. Schaefer later described his childhood as a
Into the truck and gas.
troubled and turbulent childhood, largely due to the frequent family relocation, so he doesn't have a stable home. That also causes massive problems behaviorally. His father's alcoholism and his father's frequent verbal abuse of his wife and children. So it was the father verbally abusing. Although... What a creep. Oh God, by his teenage years, Schaefer had developed erotic fantasies of hurting women who he deemed worthy of his contempt. These fantasies eventually evolved into his developing a penchant for sadomasochism and bondage. Probably started with voyeurism. And deriving pleasure from inflicting pain upon himself occasionally as he wore women's underwear until he achieved, and at the same time, he would be choking himself. You know how many people they found dead like that? Typically, these sexual rituals involved Schaefer tying himself to a tree in rural locations. These fantasies would increase in terms of frequency and intensity with time, gradually dominating many of his waking hours. And this was in his teen years. He was on a one-path track to becoming a serial rapist and murderer.
Well, not until even she sought this out. She was like, serial killer cops, because she just wanted some confirmation bias that cops are serial killers, and she's mad at the cops right now. But yeah, I mean, like, that's probably is on her feed, because this is all I hear her talking about. But this time specifically, she looked for this.
The child needs to be institutionalized, in my opinion. There's no reform in this. It's only going to get worse. And clearly, it did. He also become a peeping Tom. What did I say? Voyeurism. Schaefer also become a peeping Tom in his mid-teens and is known to have developed the habit of cross-dressing. Although he dated in his high school years, several female classmates viewed him with disdain. You don't say. Well, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And it'll only get worse because of the brain rot that's taking place because of social media and porn. It's unfortunate. I wish the world was a different place, you guys. I really do. That was crazy. The cops, the perverts, the killer cops, the cop perverts. It's weird, man. So weird. What happens to you to make you like think that behavior is normal? I don't know. Yeah, there are.
I mean, I get, like, if she's playing 4D chess, or she's really, I don't think Brooke thinks that far ahead, but I guess that does give her an out to say, like, yeah, those killer pervert cops. When you think, she means, like, the fucking ones that asked her to move if she's gonna be camping or whatever. But she's gonna be like, nah, it's the ones I was just reading about. Those serial killer pervert cops, meaning all cops.
There are a lot of dirty cops. I've met a handful. Yeah, think about all the undocumented cases. Yeah, I know there was a woman not too long ago that was being stalked by a cop, and she went to the cops, and they ignored her worries until he showed back up to her house and had a gun and was threatening to kill her, and he was finally arrested for stalking. Hey, Maurice. I don't know.
That's right, Tash.
I think that I think that they know their position when they're perverts like that, and they use it to their advantage. And then, like I said, they can be spying on women and creeping through fields to see what people's doing. And I mean, their uniform, they can just be like, oh, it's just a cop doing his job. Nobody thinks twice about some cop that's peeking through the blinds, I don't know. I'd never thought about how wearing that uniform, they could get by with a lot of stuff that me and you couldn't. We would think, if they saw us doing it, they think we were up to something nefarious. But if we see them doing it, we think that they're just doing their job. Do you get what I'm saying? The city ordinance. I don't know what that is. Are you saying that you started some like city organization? No, sometimes I don't
Ordinance.
be understanding the text and
Organization. Scott,
I wish the sun would go down.
YouTube member Scott, did you start a city
I'm ready
organization?
to go to bed now that I ate. Oh. I wish tomorrow was Monday. I hate that it's Sunday.
This makes a lot of sense, Nicole.
I have a camp.
Nothing happened to Randy because the police know that she's the one that used Randy, not the other way around. But she'll just say it's a good old boy system, and they're in the mountains. That's how the mountains work.
Stove. I have a camp stove. I think that too many people are sheep and they live with blinders on, and they want to because the lack of intelligence. They don't know how to inspire themselves to think outside of the box. A lack of intelligence leads to a lot of mistakes in life. People simply don't know better. I saw a post the other day of some girl from some show, some reality show. I think her name's Destiny, and I think it was like Love After Lockup or something. And she
Oh, Love After Lockup. That's a great show.
done got herself pregnant.
That's where Heather Gillespie's from.
She's got 5 kids, and none of them are in her custody. And some lady commented, why would she keep popping out babies? She's already got 5 kids and she's pregnant again, and none of them are with her. And I jumped in the comments and I was like, I said, it's kind of not her fault. I said, it's a generational thing that carries on from generation to generation. It's a lack of intelligence.
Some Lucy Ora shit. Oh, God.
And then the lady responded and was like, that's a different point. She's like, I've never viewed it that way. I was like, yeah, they simply do not know better. There's people like me.
They don't know how to use birth control. I don't know these people specifically. I can't remember who Destiny is on Love After Lockup. Who has 5 kids. She doesn't have custody of any of them.
That are like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe we shouldn't do this. And they learn from their mistakes. And my children are not mistakes, but I'm talking about the act of having unprotected sex with people that are losers. You grow up. Some people just keep making those same mistakes. They live in insanity. They live in insanity. They do the same thing. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
Like streaming on YouTube and then being like, YouTube doesn't pay me. Look at my numbers. That
is the definition of insanity. So these girls that have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, and they don't have custody of them.
Probably think she's gathering all this for like a class action lawsuit or something. It's like tallying up all the numbers that she should have made.
They don't know any better. They genuinely don't. It's a lack of intelligence. Not all of them, but a good portion of them. The same girls that are at Planned Parenthood every 3 months having another abortion. First of all, y'all should see the stats on that. It's mind-blowing. There are some women out here that use abortions as birth control, and they are in the abortion Planned Parenthood 4 times a year. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Poverty. We see this a lot in poverty-stricken communities. It's a lack of intelligence. It's also a generational thing. The grandmama had the babies at 12, and then the offspring has a baby at 14, and then the grandchild is having a baby at 14, and it's a generational thing. It's sad. I'm just glad that I'm one of the people that realized how to turn it around and how to...
You lost 2 kids though, Brooke.
Not fall back into the same tendencies, you know what I mean?
I mean, like, thank God you're not pregnant now? Is that the lesson here? That's the silver lining in all this? That we're not pregnant?
A lot of people keep going down that same path. And creating more children to put into a system that's completely broken.
Did it say property or something? Poverty? She can't say poverty.
I have a cooking stove. What is going on?
Yeah, publicity.
My son is with his father in a loving Christian stable home. I don't have a stable home. How could I have my kids a stable home?
Pistachios.
Riddle me this, Batman. Both of my children are with loving families that love them and take care of them and support them and give them everything.
Did she say statistics wrong?
That they need. My kids are very well taken care of. And in both cases, family tradition and family and community is front and center in their lives, and I'm happy for that. It's much better than what I could give them. I can't even take care of myself.
Who's Kristen?
But at least I know that,
Where's Kristen? Am I blind? I don't see a Kristen.
I see the realities of society. At least I know that. Gen X.
You guys see it, Kristen? Am I blind?
Yeah, people will try to kick you and say, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. And it's like, I can't even do it for myself. How can I? It's not even, I can't even do it for myself. It's not that I don't want to. What do you think I'm doing now? You think that it's easy for me to come and open up about these things? Everything I say gets twisted around on me. Everything.
Oh, you're there. Think they
Has
removed
anybody
it?
ever done this? No.
What do they say?
Maybe this is why. Maybe these problems are not getting fixed because of the guilt and shame that society tries to put on young women who simply can't afford to put food on the table. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I've explained the stories of where my children are and why they're not with me several times. Several times. There's tons of videos on that. We've talked about this. I've actually talked about this to the point that I am like blue in the face over it. It's like people get hung up on things. They get hung up on lies. They read lies. They hear lies. They get hung up on it. And because I'm not
I
the
wasn't
most
upset.
sheepest person, they want to hate me for defending myself or the way that I say things. And I think
okay,
society
that's
has
fine.
gotten soft. I think that's what's wrong with society.
I thought it was something more juicy than that.
And
Brooke
I'm
would
not going to be
remove
soft and
that.
let people bully me. I know what happened. I was there. These fuckers were not there.
Is that DoorDash won't
They
hire
were
her
there. They
because of her felony?
don't know me. They don't know my story. And I'm not
Or
going to allow it.
DUIs?
I'm not going to allow it at all. What has happened to me and my family has happened to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of families in decades. It's not an isolated incident, and it still goes on. CPS breaks the law every day. And they will continue to do so until people start talking about these issues like I have for the past 2 years. And actually, it's been 5 years that I've talked about these issues. So, yeah. No one's, in my opinion, been vocal about these problems like I have. And I've committed to bringing awareness for the rest of my life one way or another.
Uncle Randy.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm committed. It's what's got to be done. And nobody is going to guilt or shame me into speaking my piece.
Ooh, I think I just had an idea. You have a guy live stream your live stream, asking if this will be your last live stream. I forgot I made that the poll. Yeah, I mean for the night.
And telling the truth about what happened to me and my daughter and my family. My kids didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve this. What happened to me as a foster care kid, I didn't deserve.
Oh yeah, my idea. I should like make a little blurb about like when people ask who's Randy, I can just copy and paste it into the chat and be like, Uncle Randy is her parents' friend that she ended up sleeping with, and this, and you know what I mean? And then I can just copy paste them, and then I'm going to interrupt the stream all the time. Isn't that a good idea?
My mama didn't deserve
Do
her
that
foster
tonight.
care upbringing. She sure as hell didn't deserve the toxic ass family that she had to grow up with. Neither did I. None of us deserved it.
I don't know why I've never thought of that till now. That's a good idea.
It's crazy to think that the state was
Good
involved
job,
in all
me.
3 cases. My mother, mine, and my daughter's. It's crazy. That's how these things happen generationally. That's what I want to talk about this year. That's what I want to bring more focus to, because it needs to be talked about. In order to fix it, we have to address the problems. Exactly. We learn bad habits. Yep. These are learned behaviors.
The learning channel.
Having minimal issues will send you to hell. God said that you are supposed to be speaking his word and walking in his light and sharing his word, and doing that by teaching others his word and what he wants them to do. Living with blinders on is how you burn in hell for all of eternity. It's not an option for me.
I think Brooke would be a good drummer, like in a band. Beat the shit out of some drums.
You see how people tell me I need a man? That's because people need people. See, most people are self-serving and they don't go about relationships in a rational manner. They jump into it. It's good for a while. And then they start to spiral. The relationship fails. And then they're on to the next person. See, that's the problem with society. That's why we've lost loyalty, honesty, and respect in relationships. That's why the divorce rate is what? Almost half? Because people have lost the morals and values that come behind having a healthy relationship. Everything out here is toxic. I see them. I see them.
It's the
I refuse to fall into a toxic ass relationship. I refuse. I'll know when I meet the one. He'll know how to have a conversation. He'll be funny. He'll be witty. He'll probably be more analytical than me. Analyze everything probably more than me. Probably be smarter than me.
I did see her karate video, her kickboxing.
I'm not falling into any traps anymore. People just jump into shit like they just changing pants. It's crazy to me. I ain't never been like that. Sure, I've dated some people, but I ain't never flip-flop like that. If I dated somebody, it's because I was in it for the long run. It's just weird. So weird. Not everybody needs somebody. You need to learn to love yourself. That's how you start at being happy. The pursuit of happiness, it starts intrinsically. 100%. Cultivate your soul and you'll find happiness. Stop looking to other people that are toxic as fuck to fill your void. You need to learn to love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Respect yourself. And see how much your life changes. You'll have a whole new perspective. Start working out. Start eating healthier. Stop watching porn. Stay off the video game. Get outside. Touch some grass. Jump in a tree.
The video game singular.
Go do something in your community. Call up an old friend. Go have a beer and play some damn mini golf.
What?
Stop looking to fill the void with useless people.
Stop playing video game and go get drunk instead? That doesn't sound productive.
Who are only gonna use you.
Looks like I can make the argument like you're bettering your motor skills or some shit with video games.
Treat you like
Or maybe if they're like a puzzle game, your brain.
shit. They might treat you good for a month, and then shit starts to crumble. True colors come out. That's why I tell y'all you need to wait 90 days before you even think about a sexual relationship with somebody, because it's only going to take about that time for them to show you who they really are and what their motives are.
Hand-eye coordination, I think was what I meant.
Not everybody that comes into your life wants to love you. They might say that. Oh yeah, they'll love bomb you. They'll love bomb you. Buy you little sweet nothings, take you to dinner, open the car door, and then after 90 days, they start belittling you, tearing down your character.
This is 90-day fiance shit she's always on about. It's 90 days, it's a courting process. She lost her favorite glasses.
Gaslighting you, lying to your face. Their ex pops up all of a sudden. I ain't got time for none of that. None of that. No, thank you.
Could you imagine dating Brooke and Uncle Randy pops out of the bushes with PB&J and Critter?
I'll worry about a relationship when my career is off the ground and I can financially support myself. Unfortunately, being semi-attractive, it brings the worst kind of abusers out of society. You know, being in my position, I have all kinds of men trying to come at me and use me. It's crazy. That's kind of chilled out. But when I first opened my channel, it was really bad. It's just weird. So weird. I think using somebody is one of the worst things that you can do. It's just so violating to lead somebody on or to have ulterior motives. You know what I mean?
And 5 days. Then she's gotta move on.
They're mowing grass. Oh, I'm waiting for the sun to go down so I can go to bed. I hope I don't have any more problems out of the cops tonight. It's not even my fault that I have to be here.
Why are we here?
It's their fault. They charged me with crimes when I was the victim of a crime, for God's sakes. It's just crazy.
No, but why are we in North Carolina, Brooke?
I'm just glad I filmed it all, because I know 10 years from now I'm gonna clip that shit and we're gonna talk about it. It's just, I'm glad that I started recording everything. This is why.
Like, I know that she's probably there to pick up, like, more Suboxone and get money from Randy, but, like, what's her public reason for being in North Carolina?
This is why. Because this shit's been going on for too long and I'm exhausted. I don't deserve none of this shit. I ain't never fooled with nobody like people fool with me. Y'all, I'm about to get up the road. I'm gonna go find parking for the night, change into some pajamas, and get in bed. I wonder what time the sunset is. My skirt's starting not to fit. When we were walking across the parking lot, it was falling off of me. Jesus. Which is crazy because I'm at 1:30. And it's crazy because my clothes are falling off of me, but those clothes fit me.
Is this the end?
When I was 130 fat, but they don't fit me at 130 fit. Muscle weighs more than fat. Sometimes when you're doing what I'm doing, the body remodification, the scale will go up because you're gaining muscle. 8:35. Jesus Christ. I got 2 more hours.
What? Till the sun goes down?
Oh well. I'm going to finish working and checking my email and reading for school. Perfect night to do it. You know what I mean? I think it's going to cool off later. It's a little hot right now, but it should cool off in a little while. It's 88 degrees.
Planet Fitness was communicating threats, I believe. But she has court before that, I think.
It'll be fine.
I mean, she has court.
Once the sun goes down, it'll cool off a lot.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen at the same time.
I'm gonna relax, you guys, and try to not have police interaction while I'm in North Carolina. This is how it is every time I come back here. The last time I was here, they literally followed me around for like 30 minutes. I would hit a back road and I was going to do laundry and I noticed the cops behind me. I come out of the laundromat, the cops behind me. I go down to the store, the Dollar General, to pick up some groceries. The cops are behind me. I passed the high school, or it's an elementary school. To go to my P.O. box, the cops were behind me. They were literally trying to run me out of town by harassing me and following me around these old backcountry roads. Swear to God on my life, I have no reason to fucking lie about this. This is why I was so, upset last time. And I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I mean, there's footage of it. It's because they were fucking harassing me. Crazy. I mean, it's illegal as fuck. It's past illegal. But what can you do when you're homeless and poor? Nothing. Deal with it. Get the fuck out of town like I just did. They're causing, and I just filled up, so I'll be back at a half a tank in the morning because I had to leave because I'm being harassed. Like, it doesn't matter where I go. Once they know I'm there, they're just on me. If I go to Walmart and try to stay, they'll be fucking on me, making me leave. If I go to the fucking gym and try to stay, they'll be on me and make me fucking leave. They do not allow homeless people in Madison, North Carolina. There are none. I was the only one. And y'all saw what just happened. So the best thing for me to do is to get out of there before they decide to lock me up for sleeping in my car, because it's illegal to sleep in your car here. So they can absolutely send me to jail, charge me with a misdemeanor. I get locked up. I have no bond money, and then I lose everything.
That's so much like fucking James here. James, when he was like, I can't be homeless in Pennsylvania. They'll put me in a mental institution and call me crazy.
And they will do that. I wouldn't be the first. So I just got out of there, went and wasted what gas I had to get the fuck out. Same shit, different day. If I ain't running from damn cops, I'm running from damn Karens. It's crazy. They see the Chevrolet and the cowboy hat and they want to call the law on me because I'm in a public area chilling on my computer doing something, you know. It's just always somebody in my business. They don't know how to mind their business. I guess I must be important or some shit, because I don't know why all these people in my shit all the time when I'm out here trying to do the right things. You know how many people are out there drinking and driving on them backcountry roads right now? How many people was at that boat dock probably drunk in kayaks? And y'all worried about me? Matter of fact, when I pulled up, I smelled somebody smoking marijuana in the parking lot, but instead of the police doing their job trying to figure out where that marijuana smell was coming from, they were at my car door trying to get me to leave the park. A public park. All of it's recorded on my last live. What a day. You see why I didn't want to come back to North Carolina?
Oh. Hold on.
Now? Had some pervert chasing me around town and then the cops stalking me. Don't nobody ever ask me why I moved to Florida, okay? Okay. Love you guys. We're going to talk in the morning. I'm probably going to wake up and try to work out. Probably do some arms again if I'm not sore, because I've been slacking on arms all week. But, yeah, we'll do something fun tomorrow. Maybe go see a park or something where the police won't show up and try to run us off.
Or the stoplight stalker. We're not going to go around any stoplights.
Oh, I love you guys so much. And I hope y'all have a good, safe Saturday night. Be safe out there. I'm taking my ass to bed as soon as the sun goes down. I'm going to work for a little while and do some schoolwork. But I hope that y'all stay safe, and we will talk tomorrow. And pray for me, because God knows I need it. And I'm praying for you guys. Bye, y'all. Sweet dreams.
Do you think like her stream gets redirected here after she ends? Like all the reasons? Do you think that happens? That'd be crazy if that happens. That would be funny because I see people in chat be like, "Ah, you're one swipe away from Brooke," and I didn't need that was not intentional, but I'm glad. That's like the best thing that could happen. Okay, that's live. That's off. Cops on my ass in Stokes. So do we have like 4 minutes left of this? That we didn't see. So we'll just see what this is, and then maybe do Brooke walking or something. 76% of you think that she's gonna come
25 and
back.
18.
Oh no.
Society won't allow you to change. They're always going to pop back up.
Oh, you guys want to see the cop interaction again? You guys like it?
Douche canooge. Hey, Hey, Jamie. Sorry. Yeah, douche canooge.
Alright, hold on. Wait a sec here.
So that I could stitch it of him being erratic. And I noticed this asshole pull up beside me and like, what is it? 25 and number 18. Stay out of the river, and this cop shows up being a creep. 7062 on the back of 25. Pulls up being a creep, trying to hit on me when I'm out acting like they treat van lifers like this.
It's about to happen. The skipping is being weird.
It's because I live out of a car and they don't like van lifers around here. What did I tell y'all this morning? They do not have homeless people in this town. There's not one homeless person in this town. I'm the only one. I'm the only van lifer, and I'm the only homeless person in this entire town. The city is only comprised, I think, of like 2,000 people or something. So this is how the cops act. Y'all see them like circling around? Like, what are they doing? I'm sitting here working, minding my business, trying to get my car in order for bed, and they pull up. One of them backed in, and like, I'm sitting over here like this. Hold on. I was like filming a video, and I look over, and there's a cop in my face with the window rolled down. So I'm like, yes. And he's like, you can't be parked here. You need to move. Da 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 da. Okay, parking lot police. Tell me you ain't got nothing better to do than be the parking lot police. You petty ass parking lot police. You Paul Blart parking lot police petty officer. Like, for real. Is this real life? This is how they act here. This is why I hate North Carolina. This is how they act here. Man, if this was Florida and some cop was...
Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe it was a stream before this? I didn't think it was. I'm going crazy.
Like, move out of that parking space, move over there. The civilian be like, why? Why you want me to move? Do you need the space? Like, man, come on. They have nothing better to do if they're worried about a parking space. Ugh. Nothing better to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, transcripts. Was it the other one?
Crazy.
I swear to God, it was
I'm
this
sitting
one.
here minding my business.
Like, we were just trying to catch
Yeah,
up on
I'm pretty
it.
sure that's that same officer. And I told y'all about that when it happened because I was so freaked.
Because this is how I remember it. I was trying to get through the first 16 minutes of this. It had the cop interaction in it. She kept going live, but she was like silent. So then as soon as I pull it back up, she would start talking. So this was the one I had up. Is it this one? Like, I'm trying to skim through it, but it's not like showing me the frames for whatever reason.
Freaked out, and I was literally worried that he was gonna like come over there and strangle me or something. Listen, let me paint the scene. This is a mountain, okay?
We didn't see the cop, but we heard her talking to the cop.
On Battery Road, 30-minute city. There's nothing out there. Nobody could even
Here,
hear
give
me
me a second.
scream. Listen to what I'm telling you. It's the
It's because her phone keeps fucking dying too, right? So, hold on.
country. Look at this bastard. Look. They just riding around me. Like, oh. What kind of
You already had the interaction. Okay, hold on.
or you're posting or you're doing schoolwork, then you're going to go through massive amounts of data every month. Look at my hair. The Lord's Day, I'm looking forward to it. And on the 7th day, he rested. And we should rest tomorrow, so let's do that. And we'll catch up tomorrow. I love you guys.
I don't know where it is. Like, I don't know, is that at the beginning of
He
this?
said officer, white officer, pale as fuck, red beard.
I don't know, she might have deleted it or something. I really don't want to look for it anymore, because, like, I'm not gonna find it. I don't know where the fuck it is. I feel like I'm going crazy, so we're just going back over to this. Sorry, guys. I thought I had it up, because I don't know where the hell I went.
The ground so much.
You guys can go back in the stream if you want.
I don't know how that lady sits over there on that curb in the town over that's been homeless for 2 or 3 years. I'll never understand how her ass is not raw. Because mine is. Mine ass is raw. From freaking setting everywhere. On this curb. Whole ass raw. From my
Lost like 60 people trying to find that shit.
from my shoulders to the back of my neck, all the way down my back, to the back of my leg, to my ass, to my ankles hurt. I'm the only homeless person in this town. And then homeless people here. I never realized that. I guess I never realized that there were homeless people around here. I see. They run them outside the city limits. That's why she asked me if I wanted to go to the Huddle House last night. Can I just say, that would probably be one of the most dangerous places for me to be? A truck stop with a bunch of horny men and drug addicts crawling up out of the woods out of a tent city. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. For some reason, I just feel like I'm better on my own once again, just like when the damn tornado was about to tear the building off of Walmart the other day. Listen, you're going to have times in your life where people are going to think that they know what's best for you, honey. It's best to listen to your intuition, your gut instinct, and go with what you know. Because people will actually give you advice, and they mean well. They mean well. They mean so well. Or they don't. Or they don't. And they're hoping that you take that horrible advice and fail. But people mean well for the most part when they give you advice. But they don't understand. The amount of times that I've had to break down to people that my driving record from 10 years ago, that's right, I haven't had a speeding ticket, a citation, nothing in 10 years. My driving record from 10 years ago is so bad that UPS won't hire me. Typical places such as transfer trucks, if I wanted to go get my CDLs, they're not going to hire me, honey. I crashed through a McDonald's.
Someone was asking about if she crashed through the McDonald's. Here's her telling us in the bright early morning about her crashing through McDonald's.
Like, through the building. They're not going to hire me, okay? My driving record is shot. And actually, I've been doing really good the past 10 years. I had points after, I didn't know that points could stay on your license for 10 years, but they can. Did you know that? So you little fuckers out here speeding around and getting pulled by the cops, just know that 10 years from now, when you're an adult and you come into some money and you buy.
No, because I remember she, like, rolled the window up when she got tired of talking to him, because she was like, I got a fishing pole in the back. He's like, you can't fish here. She was like, I got this. He's like, you can't camp here. Seemed pretty nice about it. She was definitely in the truck. And then she was like, okay, thank you, have a good day. Rolled the window up and then went offline, I guess. I don't know. I swear to God it was in that video that I had up. But it wouldn't let me, like, skip. Usually I can scroll over it and I can see the frames. I thought I'd be able to find out what the frames. And then I just felt like I was wasting time. So I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. But if you guys know, like, the specific clip or something, the video of the cops is on My ass at 10:22. Okay, here, give it 1 second. I'll pull it back up here. Cops are on my ass. Which one did I have up? I think I had that one up. 10:22. Cops are on my ass in Stokes. Yeah, that is the one I had up.
Kind of.
We were at 7, so it was before the interaction. 10:22. We'll put it at like 10:17. We'll be right before it. Did I just put it back too far? Is that what happened?
A lot of homeless people are disrespectful. They leave trash, they piss in public, they do nasty stuff. I don't do that. I have a
Yes, thank you, Daniel.
place to use the bathroom. Look, here we go. Yes,
Are you waiting on somebody?
I'm
See, that's all I needed.
actually about to go walk on the boat ramp. Why?
Okay, because we're just trying to make sure
Make sure for what?
that this is a boat landing, not a hangout spot.
So I can't enjoy the park? I can't go down to the water? I have a
You're
fishing
just-
pole in the back.
You can't fish there either.
I wasn't planning on it, but you
Why'd you say you have a fishing pole in the back then?
Not a hangout spot.
Isn't a hangout spot, Brooke. That's literally what she was here to do, was hang out.
so I can't enjoy the park?
I don't know. Here, are you a boat?
I can't go down to the water? I have a fishing pole in the back.
You can't fish there either.
I wasn't planning on it, but you see that I have water and camping gear.
I don't need your attitude, man. I just came to ask
I don't need your attitude, ma'am. That's what he says.
you a question. You can keep that crap to yourself.
Yeah, I came here to ask you a question. Keep that crap to yourself. Here, you guys, listen real close.
In the back.
You can't fish there either.
I wasn't planning on it, but you see that I have water and camping gear.
I don't need your attitude, man. I just came to ask you a question. You can keep that crap to yourself.
So am I allowed to enjoy the park?
If you're going on a vessel, yes, but
If you're going on a vessel, so if you're going on a boat, Brooke.
there's no swimming, there's no camping here.
Okay, I wasn't planning to camp here. Why would you think that I was camping here?
I'm just telling you that. I didn't
Okay,
ask you anything.
have a great day. Have a wonderful day.
See, and then she rolls up the window. That's what I remember. Have a great day. It rolls up the window.
What did I fucking tell you? Let's get out and enjoy the park.
You can't unless you're going on the vessel. You're crazy. Crazy person, you. Okay. That was pretty good. I'm gonna keep it. I'll keep it up at there just in case we want to go back to it. Anyway, this is Brooke back at 2024, pretending to be Carlos.
Buy you a nice fancy Chevrolet Silverado like I did, honey. That insurance gonna be $350 a month. So you got the $700 truck payment, and now I got that for 3% because I know how to hustle and deal. So, and I mean in the car dealerships, I bought enough cars to know when the fuck to walk away. So you ain't about to get over on me some damn 15% APR. I'll walk. How about that? Like, for real. Before I pay anything over 5% APR, and still that is way too much. Things have got outrageous, from house
What's with this shit in the APR? She talked about APR so much in 2024.
insurance to car insurance. Hell, I was just in Walmart looking at a bottle of water and $3.
I just thought APR.
When did bottled water become $3?
Why are we saying it like that? Dollars.
Everybody calls me crazy because I say the quiet parts out loud, but at what point is society going to come together and say enough is enough? We've
$3. Dollars. The woods.
defunded the fucking police. They're not even around to help anymore if something does happen. We've destroyed everything from our education systems. We know that children are getting dumber. They can't even read. They can't even read. At least I know how to enunciate words if they're in front of my fucking face. I don't care if it's got 14 syllables. You bitch, you'll get it eventually. These
Gentle.
children are in 5th grade and can't even read at a 3rd grade level. That's cat, rat, bat.
Nah.
And I care. I care about
Alakazam.
everybody. I really do. That's why I bitch about this. It really fucking, I don't know how to stop caring. I'm sorry. It's probably going to drive me crazy before I'm dead. Because people should be pissed. I was the drug addict. I was the heroin addict. I was all of these things. And I get myself together, and God says, guess what, bitch? While you checked out for 17 years, yeah, The economy, your life, everybody's life has gone to shit. This is the end. The way things are going, I have no doubt that I'm going to live to see Jesus come back, because it is that bad. Everything that is happening on earth has been talked about in the fucking in the New Testament, in Revelations. And I think that's the Old, no, that's the New Testament. Brooke, Jesus, sorry. I usually have my Bible on me, but
No, you don't.
you know, I don't exactly have a car anymore.
I've never seen her read the Bible.
So,
Tony has a Bible.
and I knew this was coming. This is why I was
How'd you change all your clothes?
waking up at 3 a.m. and answering damn emails and texting people about job interviews. They'd be like, especially construction jobs that I've been looking for. He said, I had so many people that would say, damn, you're up early. I wish I had more employees like you. They never hired me, though. I don't know. Here's the thing. If I was an ugly girl, and I'm not trying to say that, you know, who defines ugly? But like I'm saying, if I was legitimately ugly, if I was missing my 2 front teeth, I had hit every tree and branch on the ugly tree fall down. I had my ex-boyfriend's name tattooed here, the other ex-boyfriend on my forehead. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If I looked like a hoodlum, there wouldn't be no problem. They would hire me.
What do you mean they would hire you?
But because I'm a pretty girl, they doubt my strength. They doubt my...
What company is like, yeah, I'd rather take the jailbird with the face tattoos over the supposedly, by Brooks, this is what Brooke's saying, this supermodel-esque woman with so many skills. Because why? Why is this, Brooke?
worth ethic. When I go to apply for construction, I would rather be in construction than fucking bartending. Why do you think I left the strip club and got into construction? I'm done. I'm so fucking done with that environment. At least in construction, I can work, build something, and see the results. And pass by that building 20 years from now and be like, oh my God, when they first built the Honeywell building in Charlotte in 2019, I helped build floor 16, 17, 18, 19. That's a true story, by the way.
Oh, thanks, you did.
But yeah, you know, it's pretty fucking cool to be able to say that you did that. It's one of the reasons I love construction. It's why.
I thought it was July 16th, but I seen other people in chat saying that it was earlier than that and maybe next week, but I didn't. I might have looked away and not seen like where the facts are on that or anything. So that's just what I've heard on the street.
I loved carpentry. That's why I've been specifically looking in carpentry. You know, I went on with as a helper making $25 a fucking hour. Is that not crazy? As a helper, never had worked in carpentry before, and accelerated, picked it up, wanted to be there. And it's not the only line of construction I've worked, but you know, it was my favorite. It was my
favorite. To court
favorite.
for something today.
And hell, they don't even have trades in school anymore. You want to damn go to school for carpentry, you're gonna have to take out a $10,000 loan at the community college, getting a 2-year. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Carpentry, they used to teach in home economics. It was one of the greatest classes we ever have. Not only did it teach how to work with your hands, it taught all kinds of skills. Women learn how to cook and be domesticated, and you know, that's why they took it out. That's why they took it out. Feminism. The new feminism. That's why they took it out. They get butthurt because they don't know how to go make a sandwich no more. You know what I mean? They don't know how to make a sandwich no more. They take it personal. They said, screw this. We're taking home economics out of high school. We're going to replace that with gender studies.
Was she just making this up in her head? Brooke doesn't even know what's going on in school. The last time Brooke was in school was like before. Me and Brooke are only like 3 years apart in age. She's older than me, right? So like school hadn't done this yet. School hadn't done this when I was in school. So like, I don't even know what she's angry about. Was she worried about her kids? You didn't see your fucking kids go to school and take gender studies or nothing like that.
How's that going? 72 fucking genders?
Just like regurgitating fucking conservative rhetoric she's heard on the internet.
How's that going? Our youth are losing their fucking mind, and I swear to God, if either one of my kids get mixed up in that shit, I'm hunting somebody to fuck down. Because that has everything to do with the morals and values that you're instilling into that child. That has everything to do with the love and attention and guidance that they are getting. That is a parental thing. If your kid is latching onto that shit, they're lacking in the home. You're lacking as a parent. There's something going on. And it's absolutely your job to figure out what the fuck is going on, because that's your child.
37.
That's your child. Parents, you know, all these parents have the chance, the opportunity to be in their children's lives, and the state took that away from me. And I sit out here every day living out of my car for the past 2 years, and I've seen some of the most vile, inhumane, abusive, neglectful situations with parents and their children. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. I have regrets as a parent. I used to smoke in the car, but fuck, I'd roll the fucking windows down.
That's your only regret, that she smoked in the car? Really? You want to maybe think about that again here? Did you do anything else maybe a little worse than smoking in the car?
I told
With the windows down?
y'all about that one woman that I saw at Sheetz that day, and I actually would try to avoid smoking in my truck if my daughter was in there, because I didn't want her smelling like. But I saw this lady at Sheetz a few weeks ago. She was in this little Honda Civic, tiny little older car, you know, and she looked like a single mom, like she was struggling. I get it, girl. I get it. I so fucking get it. But you couldn't crack a window for them babies. Them children was back there. She was up front, and you know, from a Civic, you know, from a little tiny Civic, a little 4-door Civic, you can, from the front seat, reach to the windshield and touch the, or reach to the back seat and touch the back windshield. So it's a tiny space. And she's just, and I still smoke. I know it's bad. I told you guys I was able to pay my truck off and get ahead of myself and, you know, get my life in order financially. If I could find a job that I would be, I need to quit. I want to quit. But look at the stress I'm under. Oh, thank you. I'm kind of scared to get coffee right now, but I might later. I'm trying to get to near a Planet Fitness. So at the very least, I'll have that option, and I'll be in the same city that I took out this lawsuit on these people. So I worked for a restaurant in January of last year, and they never paid me. Hello, George.
Chuck was sitting in the office.
Down under Australia. That's one of the places I want to visit one day. You know what I was thinking about today? I was like, oh my God, I have my passport. I got my backpack. What is preventing me from just taking the fuck off somewhere? Why do I stay here? I know why, my kids. Even though I can't see them.
Her family came on her live and told her to please come home, and why are you disappearing again? Really? Like during all this shit? During this?
Yes, they did. They cash at me, but my truck is gone. My truck is gone. At this point, it's probably on a boat right now getting shipped somewhere. Legitimately. It's gone.
Yeah, I pulled that
I
up
didn't
one
walk
time.
all night, Richard. I actually slept. I slept for about 20 minutes, Indian style, like this, and I'm not even joking. I freaking passed out by accident. My phone in my hand, my book bag right in front of me without my arm latched through. See, listen, you got to get smart out here, yo. Especially if you're in a densely populated area. I'm going to show you a trick. Throw your book bag inside out and legitimately put that shit through your feet. Put your feet through it. And cross your knees and put your face on your bag. I don't want to do it out here. It's getting to be daylight now. I don't want people like be like, what's that crazy girl doing? So nobody can snatch your shit. You'd be surprised. I've seen women get kidnapped in the fucking Walmart parking lot on surveillance footage. So if they'll do that, they'll snatch your bag. You know, if they'll snatch a whole bitch, they'll snatch you and your bag. I went into the store and got a battery pack This is pretty cool. So the one that I bought initially, sorry, I thought my ass was getting wet. I'm trying to make sure my booty ain't getting wet sitting here. Can I just say, and this is a little too TMI, my ass is raw. Legitimately, both of my butt cheeks where my tailbone touches the ground is raw. From sitting on the curb, sitting on a park bench. I was on a park bench down there for about 4 hours this morning from about 3 o'clock. Oh, actually, I walked down there at 2:33 because I charged my phone up here. I walked down there. I've been kind of scared to hang out in this area because I was scared business owners would call or whatever. The law on you, a lot of places like this in the country where they don't have homeless people, business owners don't even want you on their property charging your phone in the middle of the night, even if you're not doing anything wrong, like pissing or shitting in the driveway. Like, y'all, as soon as I walked in that Walmart this morning, all eyes was on me because of my book bag. They think you're in there stealing. And listen, I'm smart, honey. I stay in the middle. When there's an aisle, I stay in the middle. I'm a hand length this way and a hand length this way from anything. You know what I mean? The only thing I touch is what I'm buying, and I put that right in front of me. I make sure to have nothing else in my hands on surveillance footage. Be smart. If you got your phone in your hand and oh look, I'm looking for my phone and it's in my hand. If you've got your phone in your hand and you're going to buy a device like this, and you get up to the counter and like all of a sudden your phone's gone, they're gonna be like, oh, well, you had 2 of those battery pack. It looks just like this iPhone with an OtterBox. They're gonna be like, you had 2 of those battery packs. Where's the other one? Be careful. Walk in the middle of the aisle. If it's dead like it was this morning, and you know that they're going to be on your shit or it's a populated Walmart, walk in the middle of the aisle if you can, an arm's length away from each shelf. Don't have nothing in your hands, and don't be messing with your fucking book bag or your clothes. I mean, common sense shit, yo. Y'all be like, I be reading these reviews on Walmart.
Where does that dude live that threatened me? Well, right now we don't know. He was in Atlanta. He was in Hollywood when he made all those threats. I'm Canadian, so I can't really do anything about it. Like, I can't... People in different countries making death threats, I think I gotta go to their country to, like, do something about it. So it's like, I can't. And he's, like, homeless. So he ran away from home, and we don't know where he is right now. So, maybe Atlanta?
Y'all be like, they thought I was stealing. Bitch, you probably was. They probably got a whole case file on you, Stephanie.
Stephanie?
They probably wait until they get to that $5,000 mark so they can hit you with felonies, Stephanie. And you still over here lie, deny. I've never stole. Never. Same type of bitch that I used to hang out with in high school with. And we would go into a Target or something and then come out and this bitch would pull makeup out of her purse. And I'm like, bitch, where did you get that? We didn't even pay for anything. Seriously. That's the type of friends I'm talking about. You better off alone, honey. You better off alone. People like that gonna get you wrapped up into shit, okay? One thing I will say is my criminal record is nowhere as near as bad as it should be.
I like her mushroom shirt. You know? It's a good thing I didn't run into Brooke when I didn't know of her. Because she looks pretty cool like this with the hat, and she used to smoke weed, and she's got a mushroom shirt and stuff. So, like, she's evil, though.
Because I used to hang out with some people, y'all. I just look back, and this is why I'm alone now. This is why I want to be alone. This is why I don't even want to trust another motherfucker. It's sad. You know, but I do think that most of my life I was an easy target till I got clean. Absolutely. Not being wise enough to even understand the economy and stuff. Like, all of that stuff I've been learning. I mean, shit, we were going over the continents the other day, for God's sake. I got hung up on North America. I'm like, I thought I was in North America. I read that Canada, you know, Canada's part of North America.
It is.
And it threw me off. I said, but I'm in North America. I'm like, but wait a minute. If Canada's North America, is the United States South America?
Oh, that's like Brazil.
Oh, it was so funny. So funny. My parents didn't teach me shit. They literally threw me an encyclopedia and said, figure it out, bitch. You got 16, or no, how many books is in an encyclopedia? There's 26 letters in the alphabet, right? So 25, 26, I don't remember. Anyways, as you can see, they threw me an encyclopedia. It consisted of, I think, about 30 books, because there was all of these reference books at the end that had even more interesting stuff in them. This encyclopedia probably came from like 1985 when my mother was in school or something. And she said, here you go, here's an encyclopedia, figure it out. This was way before the World Wide Web, okay? Y'all don't know how, I don't know, do y'all have it good nowadays with the internet or not? I was
Brooke, you like Google was around. When did Google get invented? How old would have Brooke have been when Google came out? Let's find out.
thinking about that too.
Google came out like 99?
I think there's a whole fakeness to the internet.
1998. So she would have been 11 years old. Why'd your parents just throw a whole bunch of encyclopedias at you? 26 encyclopedias. She was dodging them. Figure it out.
Like, I feel like it's building bitches. I feel like the internet is building bitches. And I'm talking about in men too. Have you not seen these dudes just prancing around on every social media app nowadays? I'm like, dude, I don't even know what to say. I will say that I'm proud of the fact that both of my kids seem to be thriving and not having any kind of issues pertaining to that. My boy looks like a boy and my girl looks like a girl. And they feel as such. Thank God. At least we won't have those problems. And I don't know what the future brings for me and my children. I don't know if I'll ever get to see them again. I would love to have a relationship with both of my children, but I can't see them in this condition. I have to have my ducks in a row. This is what people don't understand. They're like, oh, but what am I gonna, what use am I to anyone right now when I can't even help myself? And it's my responsibility to help them if I can ever get myself on track, you know? As an adult, I know that they say that you're supposed to put your kids first, but I just don't agree with that. I feel like if you're not in the right space, if you're not mentally stable, if you're not...
You should always put your kids first.
Clean off of drugs, if you're letting some shitty man influence your life or some shitty woman impact your relationship with your children. I've heard horror stories. I dated a guy, and he had 2 kids, and he told me that he dated a girl that was like jealous of his kids' time with him, and that she would like pretty much want the kids to leave all the time. And I'm like, what? Like, what kind of person is that? I don't understand that. I don't understand why you would get with somebody that has kids and then treat the kids like crap. Like, that's horrible. That makes you a horrible person. If you're a step-parent and you treat your stepchildren funny or anything, like, dude, so messed up. But I guess I see that because of the way my dad was with me. He was a complete asshole.
What was her plan for today? Where is she gonna say that she slept? Because the last time we saw her, she was walking on the road in the dark, being like, I gotta sleep in a tree. And now it's just morning.
The only time he ever said he was proud of me is after I had my daughter. And actually, once again, what did I just stop taking people's advices that can't even put themselves in your shoes? My father does not have a uterus. He never has. He never will. He never will. But for some reason, when I was about to get my tubes tied, he says, don't do it. You'll regret it. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Listen, honey. Oh, God. We gotta move. I can't sit here all day. My ass is like hurting from sitting on this curb.
The curb. This is Brooke's home now.
There is no shelter, dummy.
I mean, there is. You just don't want to go to the huddle hut or whatever. Tash, do you want to be a moderator? I don't know where all the My moderator's coming in and out.
Oh, 4 months. Good job,
And I just stopped paying attention to chats. But
Java Pumpkin. Great
if you don't want to be, then that's fine too.
job.
But I trust you.
Yeah, I'm venting, V. This is what happens when you're asleep for almost 17 years on drugs, and then you get yourself clean and the economy goes to shit, and then nobody wants to give you a job because in 2016 you were accused of crimes that you did not commit. Like, this is real life. There's tons of people that are going through this. There's over 1 million people freaking homeless right now. There's over 1 million people that's living out their car. Everybody thought that I was weird living out of my car. No, honey, I'm just ahead of the curve. Wait till next year. Wait till next year. We got upwards of 11 million immigrants here. Where do you think they gonna go? You think they gonna stay in the shelter for forever? The 63,000 of them sitting in the New York shelter right now, you think they just gonna stay in the shelter for forever? No. When houses become available, the government will subsidize their rent. And here's what I've heard. Certain states, sanctuary cities, they're paying potentially up to 3 times regular rent. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
No worries.
The government, when they pay their rent,
Moving on, April.
they will pay up to 3 times the amount, which prices out people like you and me. Especially if you're a minimum wage worker, you ain't gonna be able to function. That's 40 hours a week at $7, fucking $280 a week. It would cost me $280 a week. And it would cost me probably $125 a week in gas just to get to work and back. You know what I mean? I don't know how people are surviving. But I do know that people are being displaced all over this country. Places like Springfield, there's people displaced. Viewport? What was the name of that city? Fairport. There's not even Ubers out here, y'all. No Uber. I've been in the same shopping center all night. There's one McDonald's, one Taco Bell. That's it. Oh, there's a Burger King up on the hill, a Dollar Tree, a Great Clips, and a Goodwill, and a Walmart. And that's it. There's nothing else for 10 miles either way, all the way around you. So if you're here, all the way around 10 miles. So last night, I didn't get to sleep because when I started walking yesterday, when I had to leave my truck, I had to return my truck.
She just walks back to you. It doesn't go missing or anything.
And I actually left it with my abuser because he had told me that I needed to return it on the 24th. He said that he was going to make sure Alley Financial got it, which is the bank that I finance. My name is on the truck. I'm the primary lien holder. But I had no way to get the truck to where they wanted it. It would have left me stranded, you see what I'm saying, in another city because I have no other ride. You know, I would rather be going through this than be back around people that are trying to scheme and scam on me. Having my life savings stole taught me a lot. But it's okay, I'm gonna get it back one day. There's no Uber, there's no Lyft, there's no Greyhound bus station. Somebody said that. I said, oh God, he's got to be older. Nobody even uses Greyhound anymore, sir. Not on the regular. Like, it's not as popular as it was in the 40s and 50s when they started doing that. When did the Greyhound bus station? Ow, my ass. Everything hurts from walking. I did go into McDonald's this morning and get me a small coffee, and I had to stop drinking it because my lips started to hurt. I'm so dehydrated. I
Lips started to hurt.
only used the bathroom 2 times yesterday. That's how I know I'm dehydrated, because I can barely go to the bathroom to urinate. This is exactly what I had happen during the summer when my AC broke. When I tell you guys I couldn't use the bathroom for like 2 weeks. It was the hugest problem. The heat index was 115 and my truck AC was broke. It was $1,200 to fix. Just fixed that 2 months ago and now my truck's gone. That $1,200 that I used to fix the AC, I could have paid my truck with it, my truck payment. The longer I sit and think about all the job interviews and all the apps and all the time I've spent looking for work, I don't know. I think, listen, I was thinking this morning, I was like, why don't they have programs that the government, and it, how can I explain it? Probably because it would waste money. People would abuse the system. I was thinking, you know, when people are homeless like this, what they really need is a place to sleep, shave, shit, and shower on a consistent basis. If you don't have a home, first of all, if you're looking for work and you don't have a home, but you have a car, it is doable. It is doable. But if you ain't got no home and no car, you're fucked. Even if you live in a big city, it's not as easy.
Yeah, are people getting confused? Hold on, I don't know.
People, y'all, a lot of these homeless people, they suffer from PTSD exactly like myself. I can't sleep out here worried about somebody stealing my shit in the middle of the night. What would I do if somebody took my phone and all of my shit? What would I do? Who am I going to from the fucking grave? Call my fucking grandpa up in heaven? Like, for real.
Like, do I have the
wish that
live thing on? I don't have the live thing on. That's good.
I could
That'd be
have
confusing.
a training program where rich ass fucking spoiled people out into the fucking wilderness and be like, figure it out. You're now homeless. I just genuinely think it would add so much empathy to the world. People don't get it until they're things like charging your phone, using the bathroom, finding water. All of those things become an issue when you become homeless. And not to mention sleep, unless you've got a tent somewhere in the fucking woods, which is not an option for me. I could never do that. That is putting an X on my back. I'm better off. That's putting an X on my back. Going out in the woods and fucking pitching a tent. I'm asking to be raped and murdered.
Pitching a tent.
When you're homeless and you're not sleeping properly, even when you see a homeless person on the ground sleeping, just know that wake up. That nap didn't do shit. I don't care if they was asleep for 10 hours. They know the way that you can sleep on concrete fucking comfortably. I've walked on concrete all fucking day, from my ankles to the back of my calves to my fucking glutes. Everything is killing. And then carrying this heavy book bag that only has bare essentials, a loofah, shampoo. I threw conditioner and everything away. There's the shorts, these pants, the pants that match this shirt. By the way, this is dirty. And 2 t-shirts and 3 pairs of socks. And it's packed with bare essentials. And when I tell you that my shoulder and my back from carrying that fucking bag, then how many miles does that? How many did we say? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hold on. There's 2,000 steps in a mile. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 10,000 steps is 5 miles. And I walked 52 yesterday, and probably more than that. Oh, it still would have picked up though, because it's my phone. So that's what I walked. It was around 52. And the miles, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. Maybe I'm not doing that right because I'm delirious. No, that's right.
She said that she did 52,000 steps in another title of the video, even though I swear to God she said miles in the one before. This is the last stream.
nowhere to go. Where am I going to? I mean, I don't know what to do anymore. At this point, not sleeping, having to stay up at night and find somewhere to kind of nap during the day. My mood is probably going to get worse. Things are probably going to get a lot worse before they ever get better. Not having a vehicle is now made me incapable of doing anything. People don't understand. When you're not sleeping and eating and showering and taking care of yourself on a regular basis because you are in fucking full-fledged fucking survival mode, it's impossible. So please hear what I'm saying the next time you see a fucking person. Think twice. The motherfucker probably ain't had a shower, shave, shit, and sleep in years. I wonder what the suicide rate for homeless people are. I know a lot of them kill
Is that what the statistic we're gonna look up today?
themselves with drugs, alcohol. You see them stumbling down the fucking road drunk. They don't even care if they get hit by a car. They're hoping. I get that. God, I get that. I get that so much. I don't have the guts to kill myself, but it'd be nice to just wake up in heaven, let me tell you. I wouldn't be mad, because I know where I'm going. I just don't know sometimes if I'm ready to go yet. But then I have moments like this, and it's like, what have I just wasted the past 4 years for? How do I go from lavish shopping trips and living in $1 million house, fucking club every weekend, we're running the fucking strip club and fucking partying and everybody knows everybody. Like, how do I go from that to getting sober and life getting worse after getting clean? Like, make it make sense. I left all that shit behind, all those people behind. I got out of all of the bad situations. I left all of it behind. And then the economy says, girl, guess what? We got a surprise
The economy said, wag their finger at the whole economy.
for you, bitch. I truly think that because so many people are looking for work right now, here media has a lot to do with why they're not admitting that we're in a job shortage. Also, the election. Once we're past the election and Donald Trump is back in there, the truth is going to come out. And I'm telling you right now, we have a problem in our market. It's crashing. If not for the failed employee service and treatment when you go in these places, that in itself is in freaking shambles. Have you ever tried to deal with customer service lately? It's a joke. You're ready to pull your hair out by the time you even start talking to the lady. Nobody knows how to do their job anywhere. That includes the clerk of court, by the way, which is super scary. See, that wasn't that girl's name for that bench warrant. Wrong girl. Like, was that Michelle or Michael? Because I put Michelle. Oh, it was Michael. Oh, damn. Well, Michelle's going into jail today. You think they give a shit? That's the kicker, is that you'd go down there and show your ass thinking they give a shit. You done lost your...
Yeah, Brooke was like, yo, Steve, I really want you to play all my videos because people need to know about more context and stuff. You have a good way of explaining it to the people. And yeah, that's what she said to me.
House, because they accidentally locked you up on a false...
We had to sit down about it.
False fucking warrant, because Julie from the...
We're eating like crumpets and shit. There's a fire.
Clerk's office doesn't know how to pay for work. Oh, I can't make this shit up. I mean, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. All the government agencies are going to shit. All of the small businesses have gone... Hell,
Ash was there.
all the small businesses have gone out of damn business. Most of them. It's all these large corporations now. I mean, they've always kind of taken over and been a powerhouse, but I think before COVID, we had a lot more small businesses. I feel like we had a lot of new businesses, and right after COVID, they went out of business. Everybody, if you was a business up the first year before COVID, there's a good chance business went out of business during COVID. Could you imagine having that hit your business, your first year of business? They shut everything down.
Why is it being... My thing says there's 0 kilobytes per second. 0! 0. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? It's just... We got... Okay. We got some more... We got some kilobytes now. The yellow bar of death. Oh no. Is there an emoji for spinning? Can I put an emoji in spinning? Well, I have... Do I have anything? Do I have enough bars to send a fucking thing? I mean, comments are coming in, so there has to be some kind of internet connection. Even though it's lying to me. OBS is just being evil. I don't know, my voice is going through. I can see comments coming through. Oh, OBS. You can hear me? You can hear me, Yoey? Oh, that's good. That's good. This is what I think it's doing. But maybe it's just lying. Maybe just OBS lies to me sometimes. You guys think that? You guys can hear? Alright. I just don't do anything. While my computer goes crazy. It says there's 900 kilobytes per second. There's usually 10,000. It's supposed to be 10,000. Now it's 0. Now it's 4,000. And 3,000 dropped frames. That's wonderful. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. I'll play the video, I guess. If you guys can hear still audio, still that's good.
I don't know. I just also think that people don't want to do their job. It's in the DNA. It's in the way they're being raised. People lack initiative. They lack hard work
like
ethic.
That.
They have they don't give a damn attitude. I mean, and why should they? They're making $7.15 an hour in my state.
I mean, it'll fix itself eventually.
And rent is still, I showed y'all this morning, $1,500. $1,500 for a 1-bedroom. And I saw somebody saying, oh yeah, I was thinking about moving to North Carolina. Don't. Please stop. Stay where you're at. We're full. Okay, Jessica? Keep your ass in Utah.
Stephanie, Jessica.
That's where you wanted. That's where you wanted to be. I mean, both actually. Ain't they? Yeah. Is that the Church of the Latter-day Saints out there? I get them mixed with another group. What is it?
Where is she right now? She's just sitting in a building?
No, I think that's the Mormon church that I'm thinking about in Utah. Exclusively in Utah. I think it's the Mormon. There's a girl that I follow on YouTube that talks about her experiences in the Mormon church. I'm gonna have to block this fucker because being stupid. Go to a rich Mormon sister wife. I could never do that. If I'm not going to sell my soul to an actual millionaire here and it be a monogamous relationship, why would I want to go share my man with somebody for free? Listen, honey, I walked away from just 2 or 3 people, you know? I could have stayed in a life of delusion. I could have been continuing to float down denial, you know? But I recognize after trying to have hard conversations after getting clean that some people never grow up. Some people are alone at 50, throwing money in your face, trying to control you. You know, they do it under the guise of, oh, I'm here to help you. But here's the kicker. Here's the fucking kicker.
That's another phrase she says all the time that I've noticed. Here's the kicker.
I look back on a 6-7 year relationship, there was no help. There was no help. I never even went back to school when I was with him. Anytime I would talk about school, it was completely shut down. Anytime I talked about working, other than working for his club, owned a strip club, he also worked for the Pentagon, so he wasn't just some...
Wait, he's a strip club owner that also worked for the fucking Pentagon? For the Pentagon. Are you kidding me?
Strip club punk. He was actually a decent guy until I found out he was a narcissist. But, you know, you get clean and you try to have conversations with people, and if they're incapable of doing that, you need to walk away from them completely. And I know that it's probably a lot harder than, you know, said, but this is your recovery, and the only way that it will stick is if you isolate yourself away from any and everyone you even potentially think might maybe assume.
Hey, we're back up to 10,000 in green bar. What the fuck was that? Stupid internet. I'm gonna kill them. Look, I'm turning into Brooke. I wanna, like, fuck, man. I'm not gonna kill anybody. That's crazy.
Is on drugs. That thing. Situations. And I tell you guys, oh, they were high as hell, da 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 da. A lot of people take a, even though I never say their names, I can tell when I see them in public the next time they're burnt that I was talking about them on the internet. I don't know. Here's a thought. Here's a thought. Maybe not do drugs, especially when you're trying. And I won't have to talk about you
It all makes sense now. She used to be a stripper at the
on
Pentagon.
the internet. Bethany.
Stephanie, whatever the other one was.
So I bought this battery pack. My, it looks pretty dope. It looks like a one that I'm used to. Like, it's huge. I have that other one, but it's dead. And I don't know how I'm going to melt keys. Also, when I got off the phone with you guys earlier, my vape died. It's a C charger, which is what we needed. I need to charge my computer. Guess what I found out? I can charge my cell phone through my computer. So that's good.
Yeah,
I just
that is good.
got to charge it up, and it does take a little while. But this might be it's called a pocket juice. It kind of works the same as my other one. You can see lights down here. And then it was $20. So that's actually a great deal on this, because usually these are expensive, and it's double the strength and power of my other one. So you just plug it into the wall. I do love that I don't have to use a cord to plug it up, because my other one, you have to plug the cord up. So I went over there and sat over there earlier. There was a picnic table early morning, like 1 o'clock. I was over there, and I opened my computer and realized that it had like half a battery. And I said, well, what are the chances if I stick this little cord in here, if it'll charge it? And it worked. I said, holy I didn't even know that happens. I didn't know it would do that. I don't know where the other battery bank is now. I guess I done damn lost it somewhere. Y'all seen it today when I was walking. Oh. Yeah, the money that people sent me, I'm just gonna have to save. Like, I don't know what this means for me now, you know? I'm not wasting it on a hotel, I can tell you that much. I refuse to spend money like that. I ever since I got clean, my finances changed, honey. I'm a penny pincher. Like a penny pincher. I'm cheap, I'm frugal, call me what you want, but at least my bills are normally paid. It sucks. Like, when I say that I changed, I'm talking about I changed, like, financially. Like, do you know how hard that is? Do you know how to go from fucking shopping sprees every day to being able to literally save 90% of your income to go towards your bills? I mean, you're not saving it, but you're saving it to pay your bills with. I haven't had...
In this time from 2024, she was in North Carolina, dropping her truck off and pretending like she's gonna live out on the streets in North Carolina now. But she gives up in like 2 days.
Any extra money coming in 4 years. It has slowly but surely died off money-wise. First of all, when I first got clean, I was stripping, but then I got into construction for a little while, and then I went back to stripping, and then I got a job at a winery. I was like a year or so. Oh, and then I moved to Florida before that. When I worked in Florida, I was working at a Billards. We had like 9, 10, 15 pool tables in there. I can't even remember. And it's in Jacksonville. It was called Savar Billards. And my AC broke, so I had to come back to North Carolina. Well, I got a job at a winery for a year and a half. Went back to Florida, came back. Like, you know, when I was in my 20s too, I used to travel a lot, but I'm usually working. The last job I had was at the restaurant, kind of. I quit the winery like months after I quit the restaurant. I'm getting paid to get sexually harassed, like, and they're not even paying me. They kept all my my $300, $400 a day bar tips. It's so screwed up. I've got a lawsuit against them, so I need to, like, figure out what I'm gonna do. I wasted $260 suing them in civil court, and I know I can win. Not only is it like two different kinds of it covers both sexual harassment laws. There's two main.
She lost this case, by the way. Just spoiler alert. The one she thought she'd win.
Yo, listen. But also, it would technically be a tort case, but also, there's pictures of it on there. Didn't I post a picture on my community? I probably didn't. I posted it on the website of the restaurant. The grass is so wet from where we had that hurricane, there's nowhere to lay down. Nowhere.
Never gonna break me down, Carpinos. Got to keep on moving.
Also,
They said they didn't live here. They live here. Let's go stalk them. Let's stalk the judge. Let's stalk everybody while saying everyone's stalking me. My evidence board.
It seems like everybody in this town knew that these people were dirty. Everybody I've talked to has said everybody knew that the girls that were working there were selling their bodies out of the restaurant on the side. And that, I mean, starting to hear this from the community, thank the people so much for telling me what they told me, because things started making sense. And you know, that's why God put me there. That's exactly why God put me there. He knew that I'd already been through this shit once. He knew that I wasn't going for it. That's why he put
Who's a good person to put in this position? Where is Heather Brooke Clark at? Get me her.
me there. 100%. All of those girls got hired there, fell in line. And here's the thing. They moved just to these people and live in these people apartments. How creepy. The restaurant I worked at is Uptown Tavern. You can go find it's in Eden. Hold on. Uptown Tavern, Eden, North Carolina, on Google Maps. If you go, all of the screenshots are there from the sexual harassment I'm talking about. Everything I'm talking about, I have proof for.
Wait, where is it? She told us where?
These people apartments. How creepy. The restaurant I worked at is Uptown Tavern. You can go find it's in Eden. Hold on. Uptown Tavern, Eden, North Carolina, on Google Maps. If you go, all of the screenshots are there from the sexual harassment I'm talking about. Everything I'm talking about, I have proof for.
Is in the reviews for this thing? I think her internet cut, so we're missing a little bit of context. Uptown, I can't imagine. I didn't even know you could upload screenshots in a review. I guess some things that you review products, so you can see like the person got the product, the review of it. So she uploaded screenshots of the Carpinos on their fucking reviews. Where is this?
You will never catch me out here lying to you over some bullshit like this. So I started this restaurant, and it was weird from the start. As soon as I left my interview, it's a man and his wife. They own it, and a family restaurant. And I'm thinking that I'm getting hired. These people are being so nice to me. The daughter is cool as shit. They have two daughters, both early 21 and 22. So I'm coming into this family environment. They're telling me how well business is. The bartenders are telling me they make great money. She's like, oh yeah, so we need to go back and find videos. Remember I said, this girl just bought a brand new Kia, high-ass APR. I said, she got a new house. She's got 2 kids, and I don't think her boyfriend's working. Do y'all remember that? And I said, I don't know how she's paying for all of this, just these bar tips, because I would look at my bar tips and it'd be like $141. Sure, on Sundays I'd make $350, running the entire restaurant of almost 100 seats by myself. I don't know, man. So the math wasn't mathing, is my point. And I remember saying when I was working there, how are these girls paying for all of this stuff? So there was my first red flag that I ignored. Then the next one was when I went and asked everybody if they had gotten their paychecks and if it was right. They didn't know. How you got a family to feed and you don't know if your check's right? Homegirl, them's fighting actions. If I roll up and my employer's got my check mixed up, I'm gonna need you to get this right. Yeah, because I'm about to head to the bank and cash this to go pay bills. So I'm gonna need you to get this right. I don't understand how people walk around and don't even know if their paycheck stub is correct. No wonder employers are scamming like that. That's because people just allow the shit to happen, in my opinion. So anyways, that was the second red flag. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you. I'm leaving my interview. The male that owns the restaurant texts me saying, do you want some money? Da, 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 da. And, or is he's like, if you need some money, blah, 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 blah. I don't remember it.
Alright, well, it's not on Yelp. Where are these reviews with Brooke's fucking screenshots of the evidence? I found it. I found the place. I think she got a simp to leave a review. Disgusting place. Always making employees not do what they want to do or something. I was expecting to see pictures instead of pictures of food, pictures of screenshots. Wanting to have a threesome with Brooke or whatever. I'll find these if they exist.
Exactly what he said. There's text messages on this channel. And I'm like, no, thank you. And he's like, oh, well, I hope you and my wife can be friends. Okay. Maybe. I know he meant like girlfriend, but he absolutely did, because as soon as he stopped texting, she started, and she didn't stop for like 2 months. Every day, morning sun, noon shine, like she was texting me. That put so much stress on me. I figured that they would stop like trying to get me into their relationship. See, here's the thing. He never was trying to force me anything. It was her. How predatory for a woman that has 2 daughters out here trying to coerce young girls into sleeping with her and her nasty ass husband. So I'm supposed to be dragging their ass into court the beginning of October. We have a court date. I filed the paperwork. I started working on everything. Here's the thing, I'm going in front of a magistrate though. That's what sucks. Like, I'm literally preparing a 30-minute case. Okay, do you hear me? I'm not playing any fucking games. I'm rolling up in there. I'm going to show that they're scammers. I'm going to show their credit history. I'm going to show all the judgments, bankruptcies, LLCs. They got a fucking 40 LLCs over here scamming people. Failed businesses, multiple.
Jesus Christ. The poor Carpino. So, like, I'm reading these reviews, try to find Brooke's stupid review. I think maybe the audio gap missed the context where she said she posted the screenshots. I thought she meant she posted the screenshots in her fucking review. But there's another person who left a review from 2 months ago. So this is from 2 months ago. She said, 1-star review. The bartender / waitress was very rude and disrespectful towards us. We got our ticket and left. The little blonde girl, she stared at us the whole time because we were being suspicious, quote unquote. So it sounds like they hired just another Brooke. Like, why is this? What were they doing to be suspicious? What are you talking about? So she probably could have kept this job, but she didn't like freak the fuck out.
From state to state to state to state, baby. And let's not forget that I have receipts of my job that I worked. They're so stupid. They're so stupid. They let me have bar receipts with my names on them that says money owed to Brooke. So, and there's so much more that I could probably hit them up with, like get them in trouble for. But honestly, I just want the money that's owed to me, and I want money for pain and suffering for me losing my fucking truck. This is ridiculous. You go and you work somewhere and you put your faith in people. If you ain't got enough money to do anything about it, baby, you just ain't getting a paycheck. The EEOC and the Department of Labor is a fucking joke. They don't care.
Reno's made a statement. They did a statement. You guys want to see the statement? I didn't know they made a statement. Kind of funny. So apparently Brooke was trying to, like, you know, blow up their whole spot, make sure they get fired and shit or whatever. I don't know. So it says, to our customers, thank you for visiting our restaurant last night. We truly appreciate your support. I want to take a moment to address the experience you had. As you may have seen, a former employee has posted videos containing false accusations about our restaurant, its staff, and our ownership. This, combined with our recent switch to a new POS system, led to an unexpected surge in customers last night. We were not adequately prepared for the increase, and as a result, we recognize that many of you did not receive the level of service and quality food that you rightfully expect from us. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. Your experience is important to us, and we are committed to ensuring that every visit meets your expectations. As a token of our appreciation for your understanding, we would like to offer you a free one-topping pizza on your next visit. Simply bring your bill in Tuesday. The bill from Tuesday, October 22nd, I guess that's when they're saying they had an influx of customers. So Brooke tried to take, like, this restaurant down, and instead, like, just a whole bunch of customers came in, but they had a new POS system, so they couldn't, like, serve everyone in a timely manner. So they're like, hey, if you came in this day because of that crazy lady who posted a bunch of shit on social media about us, we'll give you a free pizza as well. Come back. So I think, like, she had a net positive on the Caprinos. That's good. Thank you and patience during this time. We hope to see you again soon. You can also experience the true quality of our food and service. So I don't think they're sweating too much. I just want to, do you guys know where those text messages are? Are they posted anywhere? Like, did she post them to, like, community tab or something, or someone grab them before she took them down, or is there a video? Like, I just want to read these messages.
Unless you're some damn attorney that works across.
Just send a link. I'm on Instagram. If you have Instagram, I'm also on Twitter. Or you can just send me an email as well. But she left a long ass review about the mental hospital she stayed in.
Across town that damn got shitted on a damn $50,000-$60,000 paycheck from some law firm. They don't care about you. They do not care. He said, well, we can't get your bar. So I called Department of Labor. He says, we can't get your tips back from the credit cards. I said, but I have receipts. I said, I also have an agreement between him and I, an agreement through text. I said, not only that, he even mentions in text he's supposed to pay me and he never does. I said, what more proof do you need? Like, I have all the hours I worked. It's on the receipts. Like, I have proof. I have receipts that came out of the computer. This is what they're for. These instances precisely. So, the Department of Labor said that they don't compensate anybody for anything other than $7 an hour. So if you work at CVS as a cashier, and you work 40 hours and you're supposed to get a $280 check and your company don't pay you at all, you can absolutely
Jordan Valley are just gifted 1 memberships.
Jordan with the memberships, thank you. Welcome, Jay.
Department of Labor, and they will fix that for you. But in my
Hopefully it's not boring. It gave me, like, all her, I didn't know she, first off, I don't know why she would have named her thing Breezy Briefs with Brooke. You're not really flying under the radar there. But she left, okay, 32 reviews. Why does it say 128 contributions? Like, what does that mean? So let me try to find this mental hospital. This is the Starbucks. She gave it 1 star. This should be good, actually. Here, I'll find some good ones, and then I'll pull them up here. Thank you.
situation. They don't recognize bar tip as money owed. Imagine that. Why would they do that? That is so detrimental to the service industry. If a girl goes and works one day in a bar, if she makes $400 on credit cards, she should be able to pick up a check that, if she quits. It's scammy. And I'm sick of this shit. It got so bad after COVID. You guys, I've worked at nice steakhouses, like Longhorn's not even a nice steakhouse, but I've nice places, and the service is good. Have you ever ate at, like, I don't know any good place. Oh, Angus Barn out in Raleigh.
She gave Boost Mobile 5 stars.
It's beautiful. It's a barn. I don't know if you're from the North Carolina area. Angus Barn, beautiful spot, great place to get a steak. 5-star dining, honey. And it's beautiful. They just don't do things like that anymore. The quality of service, the care that went into your food, the environment, your experience. Out here paying these high-ass prices for McDonald's.
What is the mental... Oh, here we go. Psychiatric clinic. Oh my god, this is a long thing. Let me smoke a bowl before I read this. Okay, I found it. And there are some other good ones too. A lot of them is just like 1 star, no Wi-Fi, 1 star, no Wi-Fi. Some of the businesses actually responded to her. Right now, she has like a few 5 stars on Planet Fitnesses, which I'm highly fucking surprised about. And what was the other one that surprised me? There's one that's 1 star. It says only hires black girls. Like, of course, fucking course. Where was the other one that had 5 stars that I was really surprised about? Because it doesn't really matter. I think it was like a Starbucks or something. Yeah, this Starbucks has 5 stars. I guess like it depends. Some Starbucks have 1 star. Anyways, here, I'll keep playing this while I go smoke, and then we can read her fucking... It's a long ass review. Here, let me show you how long the review is. This is why I'm like I'm getting prepared. This is just like, what is that, Brooke? Holy fucking jumping, Jesus jumping. All right, but I'll be back, guys.
I saw a sign at some fast food place the other day. It was so expensive. I don't remember what it was, but I said, I literally did a double take. It was like $30. It was like a family meal plan for $30-something, $35.99. $35.99. Where was that? It was a fast food joint. And when I tell you that there was nothing in the bucket, there was nothing in the... $35.99. Where was that? Yeah, I'm definitely sleepy as hell, but I mean, hell, at some point I'm going to have to start walking again, but I'm in so much pain from walking yesterday, like it hurts to set on this concrete. It's like I've been sitting on it so long. My ass is numb. That one little old lady that sent the town over, I don't know how she does it. This is why when she gets up, she can't walk. I get it now. I get it. I can barely walk. My left hip is shot. It feels like somebody's stabbing me every time I take a step. Damn it. I just got something in my eye. I had to put all my shirts on in the middle of the night. It was freezing. Like, if it would have been 1 degree or 2 degree lower, I would have literally been, like, crying. Seriously, it was cold. And I tell you that I took my skirt and wrapped it up around my hands and was like this with that black skirt. My face is breaking out horribly. Look. That's all from yesterday. And look at my eyes, like I feel like shit, you know? No sleep. And then I got to walk fucking half a day today. I mean, I probably should have already started while there's traffic. Fuck. I'm in such pain, you guys. I underestimated this book bag. I hiked, 20-something miles yesterday with a fucking 40-pound book bag on my back. It weighs every bit of 4 pounds. Yes, the fuck it does. I've got so much shit in there that you can't even see. Like, yes, it does. Oh my God. Converses, heavy as hell. Computer, heavy as hell. Car keys, heavy as hell. Fucking bolt lock, heavy as hell. With vape juices, and I've got some of the bigger ones, heavy as hell. Body wash, body, stuff, but heavy as hell. I even threw my elf foundation, I threw it away. In that trash can right there. I threw a whole bottle of elf Halo Glow in the trash can because I just can't carry it. And it's just too much shit. And I can't even put it into words how disorganized I feel. Definitely
I'm
makes
sorry.
you want.
I had to come back to see the fucking thing she's throwing away. What do you mean? The car keys. Car keys are too heavy. Car keys are fucking light as shit. You're throwing like foundation and shit in the woods. Car key is heavy. It's so wacky. My socks too heavy.
Want to not even. I thought about it. I was like, can I passport, my cards, this, and this, and it's impossible. I've got too much important shit on me. This was a horrible idea. I should have never brought the book back. I should have maybe had like a small purse or something with a spare chain. Well, hell, that's the thing though. During the day, it gets hot, and then at night it's getting cold. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 61. Or tonight. I'll have to look. Maybe it was 67. But here's the thing. I have no way to wash clothes. So no point in showering right now. Like, oh God. I don't have any clothes because I've done burned through everything just trying to fucking survive. I need to wash clothes. I have no way to do that. Closest laundromat from here is like, it would take me 4 hours at least. No, there's one that might take me an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, my stomach. Yes. I don't. You don't have friends. You don't have friends. You might think you do. You might think you do. But I can assure you, if you're under the age of 4, there's a good chance those are not your real friends. And that's just the harsh reality of life. You're going to live several lifetimes super quick. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm just sped up and I've just got a lot more done because I've always been this way. I've always had energy. I'm always like, okay, what do we do? What do we need to make better? My friends held me back. My friends are part of the reason that my life looks like now, even years later. The whole reason that I was a felon was because I was defending a friend. And when the ball dropped, he was the only person that said I committed the crime. And he read a statement on me, and I served almost 5 years in prison. Like right at 5 years. I've served like 8 years altogether, but some of that was juvenile time. Yeah, I've had a hard life. It's a miracle I haven't had a charge in 10 years. It really is. It's a miracle. Some 0 credit for, by the way. I get no credit for my sobriety. I get no credit for even looking for a fucking job. Show me a person that is did over 5 in-person fucking interviews in less than a year without a job. And, like, that's the thing though. The internet is fake. The internet is fake.
Doesn't
Like the
exist,
main
guys.
people that are obsessed
Internet
with
doesn't
it's
exist.
teaching them how to be phony, two-faced, manipulative, conniving. Those are just a few that come to my mind.
Hold up. Ugh.
They can sit at home behind that keyboard and just be the shittiest human on earth, and nobody even.
Shittiest human on earth? Yeah. We got some tea. Alright, so Brooke, What are we doing here? Brooke wrote a review. Her very amazing review. Can I pull this out more? Is this what we get? I make this smaller? Ayo. Cool. Cool. Alright, let's read this. Are you guys excited? I'm kind of excited. Okay, so the UNC Inpatient Psychiatry Clinic. 1 star from 5 months ago? When she was in there, like, what, February? Oh. Planet Fitness arrest? No, that would have been February. Wasn't that like October or some shit? I can't remember. So she says, I went in for a mental health assessment. What? Went in for a mental health assessment. I had my life savings stolen from me, over 80 grand, my home and property. This left me in homelessness, living out of a car. I now understand what I went through was betrayal trauma while having PTSD from childhood trauma and SA. I was manic and depressed because I was living on the streets, but UNC saw an opportunity to make money. I showed up voluntarily, but that shortly changed. I was separated from all my personal property. My car keys were took from me. I was informed that I was no longer allowed to leave, even though I came in willingly and to look for help. So basically, they were like, this woman is fucking insane. Nothing she's saying is making sense. Now we're gonna the equivalent of a 5150. I know there's different ones for different states. And I don't know what this one would be technically, if it's technically a 5150 or not. That's the gist I'm getting from this. I don't remember 5 days of my stay. What? I'm aware that I had a seizure from medications that Chapel Hill put on me. They had me on 4 to 6 different medications in less than a week: lithium, Ativan, Seroquel, and more. When I asked for a psychiatric evaluation and assessment, I was told that they had no clinical psychologists on site, nor do they do assessments at the hospital, even though they're rated number 2 in the country. Makes me sick what they're doing. They put Big Farm. I think she means like with a PH, not an F. They put Big Farm, like a farm where you get animals and stuff on. There we go. They put Big Farm before patient care. Don't do assessments so they can treat patients like guinea pigs. They force these poor people medication and get them to be a baseline of normal, send them back out into the community, only for these people to return less than a year later for a different medication. They are not diagnosing patients with mental health problems. They are simply sticking a band-aid on it with dangerous medications. For instance, Seroquel is never to be prescribed for sleep. What? I mean, it is though, and they do. I kind of agree with her here, but like, because it's an antipsychotic, but they do, especially if like you're getting off opiates to help you sleep. But good doctors just prescribe mental health drugs to help patients sleep. UNC Chapel Hill put me on Seroquel without telling me the side effects and without disclosing information that I would be sick for almost a month after coming off of it. During my stay, they also put me on Xanaxes. I think it's just Xanax, not Xanaxes, but okay. Cousin Ativan, or was Xanax's cousin Ativan? This is why I don't remember the week. I was there. Ativan is never to be given but to anyone that is in recovery from opiates. Shake my head. These people put my 5-year recovery on the line, attempting to get me strung out on medications that would have come back and spend money for. It's been a full year since I was at this mental hospital. Okay. I don't know why we're writing a review now. I have received private therapy and I was reveled. And it was revealed to me that I went through betrayal trauma, which re-injured my psyche because I already suffered from CPTSD. Chapel Hill never cared to take this information, nor did they care to pull any of my medical records from the past. They did not even ask me for my therapist's phone number. I was actively in therapy when I showed up to Chapel Hill to receive some kind of inpatient care. They pulled 0 medical files. 0. I had a seizure from the medications that they gave me in the hospital, and then when I came to, I started refusing the medications, especially when I found out that they had been giving me Xanax, essentially. This is where they held me against my will. So she was just doing the drugs, and she didn't know what drugs she was doing. And it wasn't until she was like, I'm going to escape. They were like, no, we're going to hold you against your will. I requested for 3.5 days to go home before they finally discharged me. So she was for like 3.5 days. She's like, let me go home. And they're like, nope. Let me go home. They're like, no. And then 3 days later, they're like, okay. But not without letting me have a prescription of Seroquel, which would take me 3 weeks of hell to come off of. In my opinion, they do not diagnose mental health conditions at this hospital because they want to use patients as test subjects. They want to get the patient stable enough to go home, and most of these people return 6 months to a year later and another mental health crisis, and they have a medical switch, or they have a medication switch. This is extremely dangerous, and I feel sorry for anyone that has been a victim of UNC Chapel Hill. You're not alone. 100 emoji. 2 thumbs up. Fucking insane. Is it not gonna go back? There was more. Here we go. So the other ones we have Starbucks 1 star. So I normally have good experience at this location. Even though they treat van lifers like crap, I've learned that they don't like people in their cars for even 15 minutes on the Wi-Fi. So I don't use it. I get my coffee and go. This morning, I had to use the restroom, so I went in to buy the coffee. The girl who took my order rushed me along and wouldn't let me finish my question. She was extremely rude and condescending. It's ironic because I came through just a week ago, and I was a lovely, nice lady who wears glasses. Oh, wait, what? It's ironic because I came through just a week ago, and a nice lady who wears glasses and had on a black shirt today was not only respectful, but extremely nice and helpful. I can always feel when someone recognizes me. They start acting ignorant and immature. And then a clown emoji. To the girl that took my order, if you don't want to be respectful to customers, please quit so I can have your job. She wouldn't work at a Starbucks. What is she talking about? She wouldn't. Food, 1. Service, 1. Atmosphere, 1. 1 thumbs up. Probably her. Or like their own shit. And then the First Citizens Bank. Is this because of the Planet Fitness fiasco? Probably. Worst bank on this side of the Mississippi. The women that work here are blatant thieves. I have financial records for over 57 instances, I think that's spelled wrong, that they held cash deposits to send my account to overdraft to collect fees. Not only that, but they stole money blatantly out of my account, and that was never received by businesses. When reaching out to these businesses to figure out why my account was in the negative with them, I was informed that they never received the money from First Citizens. When checking with First Citizens, they claimed that they paid the money. Needless to say, that one incident alone cost me over $80. And now, times that 57 over 4-year period of time, I mean, basically she doesn't know how to use her fucking bank, and it goes into overdraft, and then she thinks like the overdraft fee she's owed back because, like I said, she doesn't know how to use the bank. When trying to talk to the bank staff about these instances, they were completely incompetent and unable to answer questions or fix any problems. Matter of fact, they cussed me out and told me to leave because I said you stole from me. The gaslighting was unreal from people who robbed me years ago. Love how new cars pop up every few months at this location, too. You're welcome, Bish. What the fuck? What? Love how new cars pop up every few months at this location? You're welcome, Bish? Implying like she's sending customers their way? What? And just to be clear, it should not take longer than a few hours for a check to clear. But yet, it could take up to 2 weeks for the cash to clear. For me at this location. Modern scam artist. Jesus. Alright, what else we got? She's happy at the Happy Day laundromat. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Save blood. McDonald's, no Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi. What do they say in response? Sorry to hear about this experience. That's the one, the racist one. Wi-Fi, literally the only thing they're good for. No Wi-Fi at Starbucks. Not a real club. Be careful, ladies. The Fantasy Lounge? What is it? Is it just some guy's basement or something? Careful, ladies. Careful at the Fantasy Lounge. Madison license plate? What happened to the fucking license plate place? Oh my god. I don't want to read all this. When was this? A year ago? Does it say like the date? Just as a year ago. I was gonna say we could probably, if we have a date, just go back on her channel, and she probably was like, the license plate place. I'll save this for later. I don't want to read it anymore right now. But this is like a gold mine. Thank you, Bex.
Knows their name. What a time when. You know, I don't know. It's crazy. Think about like this.
Oh, that's fucking. They're collecting like the fees, the overdraft fees, to buy cars with them. That's what she's thinking. Okay, that makes more sense. That's insane, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like Brooke logic.
Salem witch trials, when all those girls were burned at the stake because they supposedly were doing witchcraft, and then we find out 100 and something years later that the damn bitches was eating mold and it was making them trip.
Brooke was there.
They got killed for nothing. For nothing. Over hysteria. Because people couldn't understand something that was a little off. I mean, these were essentially, these were children.
So what is she just sitting outside of this place? Like that's her game plan? It's just like she sits in the truck and looks around, like parked or just driving nowhere, but now she's just sitting. What do people think walking by her?
Young girls. And once again, anybody under 25, in my opinion, is still young. Very young still then. People be talking about 29. And somebody said something the other day.
Call this the YouTube PIN number strike. I think she thinks by doing this, YouTube will give her the PIN number and she can get her funds. That's my theory.
About that. And I'm just like, holler at me when you're like 43 and fully mature. You're gonna be shocked, bro. You're gonna be shocked. You thought you had it all figured out, and then maturity hits at 43. You're like, damn, who am I? Like, yeah. I don't know, but they did. They burned them at the stake because they ate bread that was like mold infested, and it had like, you know, was it the mold that was a psychedelic, or was it the mold that was making them sick? And they were still, I mean, they were tripping. They were tripping. Like, I don't know what kind of tripping. It was like a mushroom trip, or if, by the way, I don't do anything like that. I smoke my nicotine, and I do smoke my THC vape, which is the legal one in Atlanta. It's the Delta. So anyways, it's not even technically marijuana. It's marijuana, but it's Delta. So anyways, it's lighter than like the stuff that they roll up and smoke. So what was I talking about, Willis?
On the Delta 8 shit. That Delta 8 shit, man. It's so weed. It's just like a loophole kind of thing. The way that they can grow it and then extract it from, I think, hemp, because hemp is technically legal. And then Delta 8 is like, it's basic, it's the same molecule, but the atoms, or is it, it's the same atom, but I don't know which one is which, I'm not a fucking scientist. Anyways, it's just like a different, like, makeup of the same molecule, basically. I think it's how it's to be understood. So it's still, like, it's still weed. I've smoked Delta 8, or Delta 10, depends. Delta 9 is, like, the real weed.
Ah! Oh, the mushrooms. The mushrooms. The mushrooms. The girls ate the bread and then they got high. LSD, but it was poison. Oh no. Yeah, me and my friend used to go pick them out in the field that wild. We'd hop on this moped and ride into town. Ah. God, how long ago was that? Over 20 years ago. 17. I was a baby. Out here tripping balls on mushrooms. I used to love mushrooms though. Love me some mushrooms. Not anymore. Now I've got so much fucking... Could you imagine doing that in this environment? Hell no. That's something you do in the safety of your home. Alone, in my opinion. Alone. They use them for psychedelic breakthroughs nowadays. Apparently they use small micro doses of mushrooms to help people heal from trauma.
That's what I hear too.
You know what's crazy is that I would normally say that these damn lefties have done lost their mind. However, I've experienced this, so I know that it's actually a thing. There was something about going to festivals down at Grassroots in Chapel Hill when I was young. All of us would get together and, you know, they would have a drum circle and food trucks and light shows and everybody's tripping balls and everybody's got, you know, pure MDMA, good MDMA, not the good,
MDMA.
not the trash that they have now. And I haven't done anything like that once again for like 10 years. So, mine's heroin, but I've been clean for like 4 years now. So we would go to the festivals and party, and like people would be out there dancing until, you know, 6 a.m. and they had live music all night. It's definitely a vibe, like definitely. But I remember on one of the trips, I remember at night I would go in the tent and spend time by myself scrapbooking, and it is very healing. It's very peaceful. That was, you know, I remember great times down there. And just like, I don't know, you just think and you feel different. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm talking about emotionally. You think about things differently. You see things from a different perspective. And I feel like you feel empathy a lot stronger. You feel empathy and humanity. I don't know how to put it. I'm getting chill bumps as I'm talking about this. It's been a long time.
I think she said MDNA instead of MDMA. But I don't know. Brooke says things funny.
Time since I've done those. I would be scared to
Yeah.
normal.
MDNA.
Honestly, I feel like I'd lose my mind and you'd never see me again. Be down at the creek bed like damn Precious out of Lord of the Rings looking for a bottle of water. Water. For real. You gotta be careful. Your psyche can only take so much, baby. You know what, though? You know, being homeless like this, I don't have to worry about anybody upsetting me. I don't have to worry about anybody trying to, like, come and get me. I'm talking about, like, they used to. I know that's easy, but at least I have control over my life now. I would rather be in danger and have control over my life and have free will and have purpose, responsibility. I've took on so much responsibility in the past 4 years. First got clean, not so much. But the past 2 years and the past really like I've reasonably gotten better.
Oh yeah, I think like what do you guys call it? An eighth, a half quarter, an 8-ball of mushrooms. That'd probably fuck me up.
And actually significantly, I'm a lot more responsible. and I don't make rash decisions as much as I used to at all. Like, I'm talking about impulsive decision thinking, like going out and drinking. I used to do that when I would get upset or I'd be bored, or I don't know, I just felt like company. Like, ugh. Yeah, that's not good. If you're drinking just to have company, learn to spend some time alone. It's the happiest you'll ever be. Unless you have to sit on concrete, then your ass is gonna hurt. You'll be happy, but your butt'll hurt. Talk about being butt hurt. Oh, hey, Agent 99. Thank you. Thank you for the, y'all, I look horrible. Thank you for the, bronze member. Thanks for becoming a member. Who? I'm trying to get there, y'all. I can't see. It got... Oh, Lord. You know, a lot of people are going to say I'm a liar. A lot of people are not even going to be able to understand how the state can bring up false charges on you. And I don't think that...
Well, first, your kid would have had to have a broken arm.
When they first got the ball rolling, I don't know.
She does have my hat. Or I have her hat. Then she got hers first.
I think that my mouth made it worse. You know what I do. I thought I had legal rights. I did. That's what society told me. They said I could run and I couldn't go to jail for running my mouth. The lie detector determined that was a motherfucking lie. Stop taking bad people's advice, okay? This is why I'm telling you. You got to look up shit yourself. And when I say look up, I don't mean a quick Google search. I mean, you got to do some digging to find out the truth, okay? Fact check shit. Well, hell, maybe not anymore. They done ruined that too. Freaking libs over here. Every time I've been to fact check something, I said, are they eating cats in Springfield? Said no.
Yeah, no one can stay in character this long.
But Donald says they're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. That's so funny. I've done lost my voice from screaming at people yesterday. And I look crazy with all these socks on. Look.
I mean, it just looks like feet to me. She is calmer today. Yeah, the day before this day? Jesus fucking Christ. So many, like, what, 3 or 4?
At this point, I don't know what to do.
Up encounters? And just going off and then crying and screaming.
I know one thing, I don't want to do no tent or nothing like that. Wasting money on a hotel. Do y'all know how expensive that is?
2 dogs?
I've done
3
that
dogs?
before. I used to travel dance back in the day. I'd take off to Hilton Head, South Carolina, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'd be gone. I used to do that all the time before I had my daughter. When I got out of prison, I traveled a lot. I worked, though. Like, I was working and traveling. It was my job. Go state to state and work in the strip clubs. It was good back then, though. You could make a bag and come home. Like, you could be out there for 2 days and make at least $1,000, okay? Like, it's changed so much. That's why I got out of it. It ain't worth it anymore. I'm in danger being in that place. You're absolutely in danger in those places. The managers sketchy. You might think that that's your friend. That ain't your friend, boo-boo. Wait till you get drunk one night and see how you get home. You don't even fucking remember. Stop trusting people with your life. And sometimes...
The manager from Planet Fitness response? I don't remember doing that.
People give you bad advice just to see if you're going to take it. To watch you fail. And I do think that the issues that I talk about, the issues that I've been through, are disproportionately in the poorer communities. I used to think that I grew up in a middle-class home. My teach me shit. We was poor.
Planet Fitness manager was on Like, they called in to MS666's stream?
Poor. Yeah. I was floating down denial, baby.
Oh. Gotta watch that. I have to tap out soon, though. Because I wasn't expecting Brooke to come back.
I think if you're from the,
And if the first 2 streams didn't get demonetized, I probably wouldn't have came back. But I gotta do Tony in like a half hour-ish. 40 minutes. I gotta eat, and I gotta get like prepped for Tony, because I don't know where the fuck he's been posting. I haven't even looked at Tony today. So I'm probably, this stream, let me just check. Oh, actually. Yeah, no, still too long. No, we'll come back to this one though. Yeah, Tony time. So I'll be back in like I said, like 40 minutes horizontally for Tony. Tony. Yeah, I mean, like, there's no one else to do. He is the Goldilocks zone of content, even if he's an asshole. I'm just disappointed in him. And if we don't get that many views, it's fine. Like, life goes on. It'll be okay. Horizontals mess up anyways. So I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Doodle-oodle-oodles.